if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Da, bună seara dragilor și bine v-am regăsit la un nou live stream. De această dată o să vedem și noi împreună gameplay reaction la noua expansiune ce urmează să se lanseze, cred săptămâna viitoare sau peste 2 săptămâni mai exact. Stați să dau și eu mai încet muzica pe aici. Mai avem 24 de secunde până începe toată treaba. Ia să vedem, hai că se vede bine și la voi acolo. Puteți să-mi spuneți și voi dacă mă auziți și este tot în regulă. Na, am lăsat și eu un salut acolo, n-a răspuns nimeni. Așa, bun, gata, hai că trebuie să înceapă. Și o să stăm și cu abonații de pe Discord care așteaptă și ei să intre, așa că o să le dau acum unmute. Gata, bună seara și colegii de pe Discord, sunt prezenți și ei. Hai să vedem. Gata, urmează să înceapă acum, să începe, Doamne. Chiar sunt curios să vedem de cum va fi această expansiune. Și așteptăm.
Să sperăm să nu fie un mare fail.
Vedem. Sper să nu fie chiar așa. Dar cine știe. Cred că o să opresc muzica sau o să o dau foarte încet ca să auzim ce zic ăștia. Ca să văd eu exact ce comentează fiecare pe aici. Bun. Hai mămică, ce naiba ne lăsați așa să așteptăm. Hai să intru odată.
Acum aude ceva?
A?
Schimba, să știe pe
Da, mare atenție, așa. Salut, Brawl Star Video, bine ai venit, salut Bogdan, bine ați venit, Andreea, bine ai venit și tu. E și cu noi pe Discord aici. Uite-te și tu că stăm să așteptăm acum. Să vă puneți pe mute.
Pune-te pe mute, Simba.
Imediat, stați așa un pic.
Ia uite, 27.000 de persoane urmăresc stream-ul ăsta acum. Ia uite bă, ce naiba au făcut, au întârziat să intre. Lipsă de respect. Când se zice că trebuie să intri, atunci intri. Sonia, tu ești aici cu canalul nou?
Da.
Așa foarte bine, așa foarte bine. Ia uite-te și tu cum stăm, zici că stăm la moaște și așteptăm. Da. Hai că trebuie să fie interesant. Cred că o să dureze undeva la vreo oră și ceva tot streamul ăsta. Uite și Andrei. Așa foarte bine, Andrei este și el cu noi pe Discord. Și apropo, dacă vreți să intrați cu noi pe Discord pe Voice, știu că sunteți mai mulți abonați acolo pe Discord și ne jucăm jocuri, urmărim filme. Puteți să intrați și voi, cam în fiecare seară suntem prezenți acolo. Bă, deja au trecut 3 minute, ce naiba, nu mai începeți odată. O să-l dau pe full screen. Numai acum sper să nu cumva să fie ăștia cu facecam-ul, că data trecută s-a nimerit bine facecam-ul. Oh, Digital Studio Production, salut, bine ai venit. Și așteptăm. 20 de persoane, mulțumesc mult și bineînțeles nu uitați să lăsați și voi un like. Cum vi se pare celor de pe Discord să vorbesc pe stream și să fiu de fapt și cu voi în cameră. Bună Elena, bine ai venit!
E foarte interesant. A trebuit să dau la mini live.
Salut Mara, bine ai venit! N-ai mai fost de mult pe aici prezentă. Hai că suntem așa de vă știu pe toți, pe fiecare în parte. Mă, dar ce reba fac mă ăștia? Ne trag țeapă? Nu mai intră odată, ce starting sun? Ioana, salut, bine ai venit! Ia uite bă, lume mai așa pe care nu și cunosc, așa aș putea spune. Bună seara, bine ați venit, bună seara! Vă așteptăm și pe Discord, la discuții, uite și pe Ștefan, bine ai venit, hello! Bine ai venit, mulțumesc mult că îmi lași comentarii la fiecare clip. Am dat și drumul la aerul condiționat să fie atmosfera perfectă. Abia aștept să vedem. Da. Ia gata, hai că băgare trailerul. Hai că ăsta nu vreau să-l mai văd, că l-am văzut de 100 de ori până acum. Așa, da, posibil, au adormit, da, cu siguranță. Uite bă, ne-a băgat și trailerul. Hai că pe ăsta l-am mai văzut, n-ai ba ia. Da, e același trailer, mă gândeam că e ceva în plus. Dar se pare că nu. Hai domne să vedem. Dar ci că sunt mai multe clase vor fi. Pe numere. Și e mișto că o să chiar putem intra în liceu. Știți careva jocul făcut de către Rockstar Games Bully? Dacă sunt, voi pe Discord, dacă știți, puteți să răspundeți și voi. Salut, Alex.
Să fac o surpriză de la Sims 4 și să fii din clasă în clasă, să fii clase diferite, gen.
Păi da, cred că așa e, uite, Digital Studio știe.
Gen, de exemplu, să fii cum e la noi, gen clasa 9, clasa 10, clasa 11.
Așa e posibil să fie și aici.
Tematică americană.
Hai să vedem acum ce-o fi, că am niște emoții, dar nu vă spun. Asta mă interesează iarăși, cum vor face cu aplicația asta de discuții, cum vor discuta, adică dacă poți să selectezi eu anumite chestii sau se vor trimite mesajele automat. Știți cine este asta de fapt, nu? Îmbrăcat așa, ci că ar fi English Simmer, nu știu dacă o știți. L-am terminat, uite, Alex spune acolo, da? Și eu sper să putem crea școală, dar cred că da, vom putea crea pentru că era în oraș. Deci e posibil să ne dea voie să putem crea o școală. Ar fi chiar șmecher. O să fac școala cu abonați. O serie.
Faci de aia școală tip românească.
Da. Ce vă dau eu note la casele abonaților și vă dau note pe la matematică. Că avem și matematica băgată în joc.
Cum ar fi să dai note la școli.
Uite asta ce că e English Simmer. Hai să vedem.
Alexandru,
Da.
te întreb, dar am văzut videoclipul cu lucrurile legate de școală. Care ar fi cele 3 materii pe care le alege?
Păi aș alege matematica, cred că limba, bine, aia lor, și ceva mai era cu business. Cred că astea le-aș alege. Cam astea ar fi. Mamă, dar lung trailer, a avut 3 minute și ceva trailerul ăsta. Da, exact.
Posibil pregătesc OBS-ul sau și alții.
Shine bright. Ok, gata, s-a terminat. Și cred că o să schimbe meniul. Dacă bagă chestiile alea cu dorințe și cu freeze, s-ar putea să vedem un meniu nou, mă gândesc. Știți cum e meniul normal. Hai mă, ia. Ia uite mă, îmbrăcat la costum. Hai, vorbiți. Ia uite ce ochelare are domnița.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
George.
Da, nice to meet you.
You know me from Twitter. You know me from basically different socials. I've actually got a great thread going on there right now about all the cringiest slang.
Bă, da, ce s-a îmbrăcat? Ăștia s-au îmbrăcat așa că este prom night, gen. Da, bravo, așa, da.
I am here with
Hi, I'm Jessica Croft. I am the lead designer.
Mămică, să știi că nu te știu, nu am mai văzut-o pe asta până
It's
acum.
a pleasure to finally be able to show you all this. It feels like we've been working on this for a million years.
Bă, dar ce naiba e calitatea asta,
That's why we're dressed up
380p,
for
mă,
prom, right?
mâncați șoc.
Yep.
Urât se vede
I like
simul.
to pretend that I always dress like this, but no, this is our prom outfit. I feel like we're gonna go give out some Oscars or something.
Yeah. So we've got a couple hours here. We're going to take you through a lot of features.
Ce
we're not
couple
answering any
hours?
questions in the chat right now, mostly because we've got a lot to go through. We're going to try and get everything, but don't worry, there's awesome vlogs coming out. We've got, our gurus online who answer questions outside of this.
Așa și apropo, vor fi
so
și
let's get
update-uri
into
gratuite pentru cei
Thank
care
you
au
guys for
jocul
joining
de
us.
bază. Se vor schimba
And
foarte
sure.
multe chestii în curând.
Here we go.
Here
This
we go.
counts.
Ia să vedem.
And just letting you know, I got myself in my ear, so if I get a little distracted by myself talking, there we go. So, let's look at the cool clothes that we have here. We have aimed at making clothes for teenagers. We
Okay.
are not making clothes for adults. We're not making clothes for kids. We're not making them for elders. This pack is all about the teenage experience.
Ah,
right,
deci
Jessica?
hainuțe doar pentru adolescenți vor fi.
If you're familiar with Sims packs, which I hope you are, we tend to focus on one aesthetic, one very specific style for each pack and really go all in on it. We couldn't
Mă,
do
mi se
that
pare
for
ceva
kids 'cause it's
așa
such a
cu
broad
domnița
range
asta
of
de
interests for
vorbește.
Gen Z. So instead we try to go really broad and capture a whole wide variety of aesthetics like dark academia, kawaii, e-girl look, Y2K, really everything.
Drăguțe hainele.
Yeah,
Și puteți să lăsați și voi acolo în chat să spuneți și voi părerile voastre, cum vi se par hainuțele,
so
chestii.
often told us that he has tried to capture a lot of
Voi,
different
Discordul, ce
aesthetics,
ziceți de hainuțele astea?
while trying to do various things, like one, make the teenage clothes for hanging out, make the stuff for going to school, make the stuff for going to prom.
Dar vezi că cred că nu...
Yeah, and there's also a big focus on formal wear.
Ce?
You might see from me in George right now. It's prom is a major point of pack and of being.
Zic că arată bine, dar parcă puteau mai mult.
Dar cine e acum prezent aici? A apărut cineva nou în peisaj.
Oh, okay. No, we're better now.
Ah,
Okay.
bine ați
So we keep
venit.
going through a few of these, show these outfits are.
Sunt haine drăguțe,
I think
dar
there's
pot
Steven
mai
here to talk
mult.
about them. So keep telling us a little bit about this. I'll go in and just show off
Ah, uite ce
a lot of
frumoasă
these outfits real
era
quick.
jacheta
Yeah,
aia.
when we talk about being a teenager, I think a lot of that journey is about figuring out who you are and also how you might show the world. So fashion, I think more so now than ever, really, is a core part of identity expression for teens. So we went really hard on this. You might see some pieces here that are locked away. What is that all about, George?
Oh yeah, this is great. I'm purposely showing these, but we are going to talk about these a little bit later in gameplay because that's where they're unlocked.
Yeah, we've got a few pieces here that you actually have to do some things to discover. We'll get to it more though when we talk
Da,
about
sunt interesante
some of the features.
hăinuțele.
And so I think you guys there's a lot of aesthetics going on here. We are going for that hangout teenage vibe, but we wanted to make sure that we got things that you can play in the game, like cheerleading outfits. We have the different cuts for a lot of these tops and bottoms for both genders here. The gold ones, the
Eu
long
spun
sleeves, short
că
sleeves.
față de
we've
alte
got-
haine... Da,
the school
Ioana,
itself
da.
doesn't have school uniforms. You can dress up and use these and play that view. I know that a lot of our
Chiar arată
schools
bine.
these days actually do have a lot of uniforms, so we made sure that we wanted to show that off.
Îmi place fusta asta așa. Sau rochie, ce vrea să fie.
Yeah, so I think when we talk about the clothing here, we want to give you tools to be able to tell different kinds of stories, which is why we have uniforms here. Uniforms aren't necessarily. I love this outfit.
Mă, dar pe asta nu prea înțeleg foarte bine, mă.
Uniforms aren't necessarily part of the high school experience that we put out, but if you want to tell a story of having a bunch of teens in school uniforms, I think we're trying to give you that option, that tool in your toolbox. And as always, we've got some really banging hairstyles here.
Fesi, ia, nu credea pe te-a pus cu
Oh,
de-alea.
these hairs are fantastic. I've seen a lot of great
Frumos,
positive
da.
responses to the ones that have already been shown, and I'm excited for people to
Nu-mi
get in there
place
and
asta, asta e
really
drăguță.
make some new Sims on this. A lot of great colors. I'm just gonna go through them pretty quick.
Asta e drăguță.
But you know what? This isn't the only type of hair we have, right?
Nice segue, George.
So let's get into a little bit of what
Da,
I
așa
love
e.
is sort of that teenage, fantastic.
Bineînțeles că
hair
trebuia
for
să
young
adauge
kids,
și o
young
persoană de
boys, right?
culoare, obligatoriu.
This is definitely a full, very strong mustache.
Da,
Yeah.
da.
It's a little sad there, the caterpillar mustache, iconic.
Yeah. we were actually going for that look of, you know, the teenage look. You know how full
Aoleu,
beards
ce
at that
urâtă
age,
era,
everything's a little
Doamne.
bit scragglier, thinner. It's just coming in.
Mamă, deci
Maybe
alea
not that
mari
proud-
sunt groaznic
You're really
de
proud of it,
urâte.
but maybe you shouldn't be.
Calling
But
it some here.
oh, definitely. But yeah. So besides the face, where else do we have?
A, ce drăguțică mașa asta.
I think you're about to show everybody.
Ia uite, bă,
Oh,
bă,
right.
dar l-a pus, bă,
We
nu se
have
vede
body-
bine parul pe...
I know everybody is loving this.
But
We're
if-
loving this. And this is coming to not only people who get the Sims high school years, but this is coming to everybody in a patch just earlier. As you can see
ok.
here, as I look at all these assets, you'll see some
Deci va fi și
that
într-un
are
update
unique
viitor
to the Sims high school
inclus.
years, like these arms here. But everyone gets the set of the free ones you hear that are don't have the icons on them. We have arm hair. We've got torso hair. Oh, looks nice. Leg hair.
Ia uite, bă, păr pe picioare.
And everyone's favorite, back hair.
Și că du-te, fițăr, ci că e preferatul lui părul pe spate. Ferească Dumnezeu, bă, mică, păi da mor de căldură vara.
Oh, Jessica, what's this?
What is this?
Mamă, ia uite ce mișto, de ce poate să crească
Well,
părul,
if you've been
fiți
looking
atenți,
at the
enable
icons
hair
here,
grow.
You'll notice that there's this little new option here to enable hair growth.
Mamă, șmecher,
so with,
belea chestia asta.
With the ability to grow hair in all these different locations, we want to make sure that you can shave it down. Now, if you have a epic beard like this one here,
Așa.
maybe it'll grow long, and then you have to shave it down, and you can shave it all the way down clean, or you can shave it to your preferred length, which would be this right here.
Șmecher. Deci poate să-i crească
Yeah, and I see a
bărbișorul.
question in chat about
Belea.
what names we will to use this here. It's about
Asta chiar e o chestie șmecheră.
So you could sit here and we'll give you a beard if you really want one.
I don't want one, but
Shut up.
Da, hai că
So,
îmi place.
The enable hair growth, though, I will say, this is
Cum vi
just
se pare
part of
chestia
the
asta?
Sims high school years.
Discord?
This is, comes with the sort of puberty that a teenager experiences and that hair growth. Everyone else gets the free body hair edition.
Mai e lumea pe Discord, bre.
Grow hair, this is the pack for you.
Așa,
yeah, you
așa.
have to actually manage your look.
Da, e mult mai
On that
tare.
note, I see some questions about acne.
Oh yes, there is acne too. So this,
Da,
again,
se poate
comes
pila
along with-
Gabi.
we tackled acne in a lighter way. We know it's sort of
Da, nu-mi plac
a lot of
pantalonii
people
lui
sort of
ăsta,
struggle
zici
with
că
it.
și-a luat
It's hard sometimes.
mușama pe
But
el.
we made sure that we sort of put in a loop in there where you have to clean your face occasionally. You'll get acne breakouts, and these will grow in. That's about as deep into acne. We're not doing topical scrubs or anything or doctor visits, but we are tackling lightweight. We want to represent that happens.
It's part of the teenage experience for a lot of folks. Like we wanted this to be a very authentic experience. that
Drăguțe
is
ținutele,
relatable.
da.
If you are a teen or if you were a teen,
Yeah. Let me go through a few more.
that is a hell of a look, George.
What I'm going to do is I want to show.
Și ne băia
Corsage
pus
and
mă la
boutonniere
mână.
for prom. Well, I just wanted to show that. I really want to show off some of my favorite
Păi da, bă, da,
glasses,
pentru
which we were
băieții
just
ăla.
talking about before this. We've added
Da,
some
da, da,
great
Gabi, așa e.
accessories here, and
Ia.
I love these. We were talking about how much these are a love-hate item. You either love these like me, or you're gonna hate them.
They're not a daily driver.
Șmecher.
They are fantastic. So besides all the great things you can do to customize the visuals of your sim, we've added a number of
Și eu sunt curios.
aspirations, and we're going to call in one of our
Yeah.
designers, Zoe, who's on the line, to talk about the
Oh.
teen-specific aspirations that we've added. Zoe,
Șmecher.
are you there?
Hello, I am here. Hi.
Welcome, Zoe!
What we have here is teen-only aspirations. So you can only access this if you are of teen age. This little icon here will go away when you are any other age in CAS. And each one of these really focused on a type of teen experience that you can have, because we really wanted to build a story around, you know, what you wanted to be as a teen. Do you want to be an admired icon and like an influencer? Do you want to be goal oriented and just crush everything, school, job, money,
All the
friends?
drama all the
Do
time.
you want to be a drama llama, cause some mayhem? Or do you want to just live fast and be young, kind of YOLO
Sunt
it up?
Gabi, da, cu siguranță.
Yeah, YOLO. Going full YOLO, bestie.
Of course.
I'm cringing on my soul.
Chiar era nevoie de o nouă aspirație, că nu prea aveam aspirații. Salut, bine ai venit, salut! Și nu uitați să lăsați și voi, dragilor, un like acolo. Avem
Kind of
29.
follow you into adulthood and help you through the rest of your teen life as well as your adult life. So each one has, you know, a reward, but each one also comes with a relatable teen trait to start. So that's super fun. So yeah, if you want to be Gretchen Wieners, Sean Hunter, Emma Chamberlain, or even Molly from Booksmart, you can totally live your best life.
And Molly in this house.
I am all about Molly and Booksmart, yeah.
Șmecher.
Well, we also have fashion preferences.
Ce anume?
Yep. Again, fashion is a major focus of this pack and of just being a teen in general, so this felt like a natural place to add fashion preferences.
And we also have a new trait.
Ia să vedem.
Yeah, this is going to be super relatable to a lot of people, including young teen Jessica as well. The socially awkward trait.
Asta chiar e o chestie adevărată și în viața reală se întâmplă chestia asta.
The story of somebody who is still figuring out the best ways to interact with folks, is the way I would put it. I think the thing that's interesting here is, while there's the expected aspects like you're going to have more difficulty in social situations when you're socially awkward, and again, this is Teen Jessica right here, I was definitely a socially awkward loner in high school. We also want to tell a bit of more of a positive story here. It's not just about being awkward everything, it's about finding a group of people that you are comfortable with, so you can come out of your shell. So if you're socially awkward, you'll be awkward around new people, but around close friends you'll be comfortable. So again, an optimistic story that we want to be able to
Gen
tell
să nu
here.
se simtă largul său.
Oh, right.
Dacă nu este grupul de prieteni cu care să înțelege simul.
This Twitter thread isn't a payoff.
Un fel de bullying.
So we have something really cool to show you that is also coming to everyone in the patch that we built with this pack, but it's coming to everyone. So Jessica, I want you to talk about one of the options we buried in here.
Yeah, so we are very
Ia uite bă, sexual orientation coming to the Sims 4 base
We are
game.
very excited to finally be able to bring you sexual orientation. This has been a feature that's been long in demand for the community, and rightly so.
Salut Maria, bine ai
I'll
venit,
give you a
salut.
brief overview of how it works, but we do have a dev diary going out later today as well. If you want to know
Băi,
more
asta chiar e un
details, and if you
avans.
have questions about this, I want to make sure the dialogue's open because this is important to a lot of folks here and in the community.
Dar cred că o să fie mai greu să ne cuplăm Sims
Questions,
și...
if you want to know something specific, I will try to cover it here, but I'm also happy to take questions as well later on. So, let's start off with how we got here. We have always tried to make inclusivity one of the major factors in The Sims. So this seems like a natural place to tackle sexual orientation.
Da, dar cei care fac precomandă acum îl pot juca de pe 23 iulie.
What they're into. So this made a lot of sense for this pack. And I think authenticity is a question that really comes up when any big company does something like this. So I can assure you that a lot of members of the team, myself included, identify as LGBTQIA+. But any one of us only represents a small sliver of lived experiences. So we worked with GLAD, that's the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, and the It Gets Better project to make sure we had a wide variety of
Dar nu știu dacă... deci cei care vor avea game pack-ul, expansiunea cumpărată vor avea acest feature inclus. Iar cei care nu vor cumpăra expansiunea urmează să-l primească într-un update viitor în jocul de bază.
We plan on going much further. We don't look at this as the finish line. So let me talk to you, because I can talk for hours. So let me just go through what's here, how it works. So the first question is going to be, this sim is romantically attracted to.
La tine Sonia se întrerupe.
This is going to be an affirmative statement of who you're attracted to, and if a sim that's not.
Ia uite, poți să alegi ambele opțiuni. Să fii interesat și de bărbați și de femei.
And
Bisexual.
A lot of people are going to ask, and rightly so, is why is it gender binary? The reason why it's gender binary right now, which is again a natural question to ask, because we just had the pronouns update, which went a long way towards including non-binary sims and all other identities. The reason is primarily technical. Right now,
deci în funcție de pronumele ce-ți alegi acolo putem vedea gen în Sims, când ne întâlnim cu un alt sim, să vedem cum se exprimă el, dacă se vrea un el sau o ea.
But at this point in time, mechanically, your sims still have a gender assignment that you pick when you create them. And again, a journey. Like we're still plotting out where we want to go next, but the system's also easily expandable to new gender identities as we approach them in the future. So
go through it. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, you sound like
Poate
you
rămâne
George.
însărcinată ca
I
tine
was
sau am
gonna
văzut.
move
Nu
this
cred.
'cause all the wires are on here.
Nu
There's-
cred.
there's
Unde
a
ai
lot
văzut
of-
chestia asta?
Also,
Nu
this
cred.
breast is extremely
Te-ai
poofy, so I'm
intrat
pulling
ăștia
on
cu,
it, yeah, going
cu
over it.
virusilor.
So the question,
Firața
this
aia,
is
naiba,
exploring
naked
romantic. What
HD.
does this mean? So there were two stories.
Victoria,
that we
salut,
thought
bine ai
really
venit, nu
caught
uita să
our
lași și tu un
attention. We
like.
wanted to definitely
Haideți să
capture
facem și
the
noi
one
50
point
de
out of
like-uri
this.
pe live-ul ăsta,
And one is the
obligatoriu.
story of somebody who's
Eu te-al
only figuring
naiba
out
ce-a
who
venit
they
ăsta
are,
să mă
they're
frece la Icre
firm in their
acum.
identity. They're not really questioning things anymore, and their sexual orientation is more immutable. But like myself, I identify as a lesbian. I'm 38. It's been a while since I figured myself out. I'm not really asking questions like that. So it's someone that's not exploring romantically, their orientation won't shift around through gameplay.
Yeah, so this sim is set up as you are.
Yeah,
Da,
this is
one
bun,
of
nu
you
știu ce vrea să
Yeah.
fie.
And, but the other story that's really important to tell, especially for teens or anyone that's really still figuring it out, and people figure it out throughout their whole lives, is a sim that's exploring romantically. And a sim that is exploring romantically, their orientation might shift as they encounter more situations, as they date more people, as they flirt and
Cum vi
romance.
se pare
more folks.
future-ul ăsta
They might
că
find themselves in a different spot by then.
vei avea posibilitatea
And
de a
the last
alege?
one I think a lot of folks are looking at is this sim is interested in messing around with or woohoo with if they're young adult or above.
Pare ok,
This
dar
is
nu prea
physical
wow.
intimacy.
Și se
So
părea
we're
mea.
looking at this as romantic intimacy
Jonas
and
la
physical intimacy.
folosire.
And we wanted to be able to capture both asexual and aromantic identities as well. So this is what this is about. And you can do something like have a sim that is interested in romance with women but not interested in physical intimacy, and this is more of an asexual story. Or you can have somebody that's not
șmecher.
interested in romance but only interested in physical intimacy, and
Deci
that
poți
is
să-ți
more of
faci
an aromantic sim.
simul să
So,
fie
you might be
romantic,
asking,
interesat
so
de
how does that
bărbat
work? Because
și
you can't normally do things like mess around with woohoo
să experimenteze
without going
gen
down the romantic path. And we're actually adding another
și cu
feature that's
celălalt
going to be
sex.
immediately obvious here called Woohoo Partners, where for young adult and above, if you're very
Pare
close to
ok,
somebody, you can propose
Dar
that you
pentru
become a
unii
partner
oameni
for them,
n-ar fi
which
chiar
will
wow.
allow you to be physically intimate with
Diferă
them without
persoana aici.
having the romantic attachment.
Și
without
către
having
tu...
strings attached.
Da,
So
foarte
again,
interesant.
when we look at something like this, we want you to be able to tell a broad range of stories.
mi se
And
pare
I
atât
think
de
a really
wow
touching
chestia
story
asta.
I was here when talking to the community
Yeah.
is the story of a young LGBTQIA plus person.
Asta e,
Seeing
pentru
social
persoanele...
reflected in media,
Să știți că
science,
Simsul este un joc care promovează foarte mult minoritățile sexuale și mai ales chestia asta cu LG-ul. Sunt foarte așa... Și cred că va fi un boom pentru ei.
I just want to bang a couple things real quick though. This is again base game. It's coming out with the pack, but it's available to everyone. We try not to appear evil.
Salut Matei,
but
nu-i
this is not
problema.
gated by the pack at all.
Like-ul să lași și
You can
e
change the
perfect.
settings at any
27 de
time.
persoane,
You go
mulțumesc
into tasks
dragilor.
via a mirror or a dresser. And also, you can ask another sim their orientation through an interaction. You probably want to be at least somewhat close to them before you rock up and ask them that, but that is a thing you can do. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more questions.
În mod
These are
normal
all
chestia
covered in
asta cu
detail in
orientarea
the
era
Donație
în
that
joc,
should be
dar...
going live soonish.
Da,
So
da,
as
da,
we
da,
load into
exact,
the
da.
one, I'm going to ask you two questions. One, these details here on a new sim, what are these settings?
Okay, so if you don't interact with this setting at all, and you just make a brand new sim, this is how they'll default. And this is actually how sims behave right now prior to the sexual orientation feature. So by default, sims right now are not particularly romantically attracted to either gender. They start neutral to both. They are exploring
Sincer, mai
romantically
mult
and they are
sunt
interested
Dar
in
nu știu
both.
dacă, cred că
forma aia de
That's
pereți.
how sims behave right now. So
asta
again, if
cu
you
alegerea de
don't
ce ești
want to
interesat,
mess
cred
with
că e
these
pentru
settings,
oricare
then
valabil,
you'll
adică nu este doar pentru
have this
tine.
as your default, and this is basically the experience you have right now. I think another question I'm seeing in chat is, are NPCs being updated?
Posibil.
So for high school
Ia
age
să
pack
vedem
sims,
acum că
and moving
iese.
forward, they will be.
A, uite și noua lume,
don't have the capacity to
Copper
update
Day.
all the previous sims just because there's so many, but you can update them if you want to.
Hai că
because
acum
again,
începe
you don't
acțiunea,
generate
aici vreau să văd.
update their settings.
Oricum, două
And
lucruri
speaking
interesante
about
din
those
punctul
sims,
meu de vedere,
and ones that
schimbările. Odată
might
cu
have
părul
these
că
settings,
poate să
and
crească
the
și
world. We're
asta
gonna
e
bring back
lumea.
Zoe and bring
Și
in
chestia asta la
your
altă.
favorite Sim Guru Popcorn to talk a little about the world
Aia
and
cu
the families
păr,
here.
da, aia pare mai wow, de mai natural, zi.
Ia să vedem, domne.
So
Asta e lumea. Ok.
George, stop trying to make fetch happen.
Hi.
Jessica, are you there? Not Jessica. Sarah? Zoe?
Deci uite high school-ul acolo. Deci eu cred că putem să facem noi o școală, mai mult ca
How's
sigur.
it going? So, Copperdale
Nu
is
zic
a
ar
very
fi
quaint
asta, că nu ziceam
town
să știu high
that
school.
used to be a mining
In
town. It was
școala
founded by
generală.
old Jasper Prescott, an
Au
old
liceu mai exact.
prospector, and it was named after copper, and then it is against Lake Lusuri,
cred că de pe
which
corp.
is also named after
Așa am înțeles.
another abundant resource before the mines dried up. So that's kind of where the history of it comes. Yeah, so you're gonna look there. Yeah, so 3 neighborhoods. The top one is Rock Ridge Heights. This is where the high school and the auditorium is. I know a lot of people were trying to guess what that icon was, but auditorium is where you do, they'll talk about it later, but like prom and stuff, and
Hai mă, intro. Ia uite,
yeah, so that's that neighborhood. And then the next neighborhood is Prescott Square, which is named after the founder of the town. And so we do want to tell us a
clar,
little
cred
bit
că
about
putem
some of the
face
things
high
there.
school-ul. Perfect.
Sure, yeah. 2 of our families live over there. So we have the Harjo family, where you'll actually recognize Ash, our non-binary trans femme style icon and simfluencer. They live with their dad and his wife Ava and her son Noah. So they're very much a family brought together by the love of food, and you'll even see Ava as the high school cafeteria worker. You'll also find the Prescott family over in Prescott Square. They are descendants of the founder, and you'll see that Molly lives here with her mom, who is the school principal, and her grandfather and her little sister. And Molly is a bit of a prankster and an out and proud lesbian who loves music.
Ia
We
uzi,
still Molly in this house.
Mama,
Yeah,
șmecher.
Prescott Square has the thrift store, which was made by M.S. Griffey,
Belea.
and the Lakeview Library, which was made by Freezer Bunny, X or Leo,
Uite,
and
încă un
Tanya.
magazin cred că pe care putem
And
să-l
then the
facem.
Prescott household was also made by Joel 1990, and the Harjo family was made by M.S. Griffey as well. So we had Game Changers build these lots, and there's some in the other lot that we'll talk about next. But the thrift store is a thrift store.
Și uite casa
tea shop combo,
cu ăia
and we'll kind of talk
rotunzi
about
pe
that a little
acolo.
later, but that's
Trebuie să
Prescott
fie.
Square.
And then this
And
neighborhood, owned by Cove.
Și deși
Yeah,
zic că
Plum
n-ar fi
Bite-
că o să fac gen, ar fi ca o afacere.
Yeah, so Plum Bite
Hai să
Cove.
vedem, ia. Casa asta avea pereții rotunjiți.
Um,
Și ăla râde, ia uite-l.
Yeah, so just to reiterate, the Game Changers we worked with were Joel 1990, M.S. Griffey, and X Freezer Bunny X.
Asta era, mă,
They're
casa sau
amazing.
nu era?
So Prescott or Plum Bite Cove is a
Bă, dar
place
ce
where
naiba
the
au pus
town
de
after the mine
se
drive,
vede
they
așa
decided to try to
urâtă
make this
imaginea la
little
ei.
pier into something
Nu se
you know
vede foarte
unique and
clar.
fun for the townspeople, and it's a perfect place to hang out. And you
Atât
can
ce
see
drăguț.
Plum Bite Pier, which has the silver spinner, which is a Ferris wheel, and the coal carts, which is
Da, foarte
Noah,
fain.
and the
Și e
grave
bine că
mine,
putem să
which
intrăm
is
în
the
el.
haunted house, all 3 of which are interactable. You can ride them alone or with friends, or do other slightly risque things in them. And
Salut, Mario,
yeah,
bine
there's
venit.
lots of fun chance cards and stuff.
Un montan rus.
E bine
Yeah,
măcar că
and
avem
so
roata
the
aia.
houses that we have here, we have a starter home made by M.S. Griffey.
Dacă
Then we
spunea la
have
creat
the
montan rus,
rental lot
complicat
made by Joel 1990, which is absolutely beautiful as well. And then the Price household, which Zoe, do you want to talk about that one a little bit?
Sure, yeah. So the Price family lives over on Plum Bite Cove, and Kevin, who you may have known or seen in a recent trailer, also lives here with the Price family. And the reason for that is
Mă, dar n-am
by
văzut
lore,
pereții ăia, mă.
Kevin is a foreign exchange student
Curios cu
and
chestii,
also
gen.
besties with Sydney, and so this is a
La
full household
ăsta, la-
basically. Sydney
mergi
is
la
our
parcul ăla
Mr. Popular,
distrați,
and
oare
he is
intră așa
exploring his
direct sau
bisexuality
cu bilete?
while trying to juggle
Da,
classes
intră
and
direct, nu e cu
cheerleading.
bilete.
Kevin is a hopeless
cred să
romantic
fie cu
searching for
bilete.
the girl of his dreams. And you might have also
Then cu
seen
bilete, cum
Sydney's
ești în
twin
mod
sister
real, mă.
Savannah
Nu
in
o să
parts
fie
of the
așa, nu
trailer.
cred.
She is an asexual stream queen absolutely dominating the video game space. So they all live here
Casa
with
asta
the
nu vrea
twins'
să o arate de aici
parents
foarte
and
bine.
their little brother Jaden. And we've really tried to sprinkle a lot of detail into each of
Sau
the
că ascund
family's
ceva
lore.
secret acolo.
So whether that's, you know, kind of implied backstory or sexual orientation or even jobs
Da,
at the
da,
local
da.
high
Sau
school,
poate n-are,
all
sau
of that
poate
kind of
n-are
detail will be found in each one of
interior
our
în ea.
families.
Yeah, and I know you guys also had a lot of spots to hang out for teenagers built in this world. Do you want to talk about any of these?
Ia
Yeah, for sure. So this is, I never remember. It's is it Teeter Rock at Totter Park? I always get them mixed up, but that's like a fun little park there. Teeter Totter, whatever. This is and there's a little bird on the rock. It's cute. So there are a lot of like little areas and little kind of special moments that we've tried to add. The park is one, and then George kind of showed it a little bit by the tunnel. There's a little hangout where teens can kind of be little troublemakers and hang out. We wanted to try.
By the way, that's my favorite thing.
Yes, that's one of my favorite spots. And then on the other side, also you can swim around the pier, by the way, and then there's a fishing spot right by it as well. And on the other side by the rental, there's a little area we call it the nestled nook, I think, where there's like a little swimming hole and fishing area where like the teens can take off to and, you know, have those summer moments. And internally we called it Crumple Blossom Hill. There's like a little flower grove area.
Uite, o cerere în căsătorie pe pontonul ăla acolo.
So there's just lots of little moments like that, and I'm super excited for you guys to see just all the fun things that our world team kind of snuck in there and tried to find.
All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about like this house and what we have here.
Uitați luminile alea de le primim la precomandă, uitați ce mișto se văd.
It's pretty familiar. You look considerably different as a teenager.
I added all these gnomes to decorate our house last night. So I just thought it was great, so. And Frank, the flying womp womp. Really quickly, you'll notice that these rooms are very customized, where these ones might look like typical adult houses that you've seen before.
Dorințe și cu
really
frică.
focused on the fact that
sper să nu fie
control their
așa.
bedroom, they don't get to control the rest of the house.
Poate
The
totuși nu
parents
fie
decorate
așa.
the rest of the house. So we wanted to go deep on the amount of assets that we provided for.
Pe clipul original se vedea chestia că peretele ar fi curbat în liceu acolo.
Both our sins are very streamer, gamer oriented here.
Salut Cristina, bine venit!
Let me go in here. But all these have great color customization options to really hit a lot of different aesthetics that you might start to identify as a teenager. Can I talk a little bit?
Yeah, so I think when you look at a teenage bedroom,
ce drăguț!
Yeah. So, parents don't control the house, but the bedroom tends to be a teenager's oasis away from the rest of the house. It's the one place where they have complete agency over how the whole thing looks. And if you watch any teen coming of age dramas, and we watched a lot of them.
Oglinda asta îmi place foarte mult, chiar e drăguță. E mai special așa.
Booksmart, there's too much stuff. And in all of those, the rooms of the characters are as much characters, are characters of themselves. Like they are so distinct and vibrant, and that's what we really want to be able to capture here. Just a wide variety of styles.
Bine venit!
And also the idea that
Andrei, salut!
Because I think teenagers
arată șmecher.
not necessarily.
Ia uite bă, ce computer!
A set dresser.
Mamă, nu cred!
Șmecher
rău de tot!
It's more that you get the desk because you need a desk.
Și scaunul arată așa. Uite și boxa aia de primim foarte frumos. Chiar arată bine.
I'm gonna say, like, the computers we both chose, man, these look different.
Oh, okay. So I've got to say, I am so happy to finally have a dual monitor set up. It has been killing me after we didn't have a dual monitor.
Și inimioara aia de acolo arată foarte fancy. Dar îmi plac mult astea și văd că le poți customiza, cred, luminile astea. Deci chiar merită să cumperi expansiunea la precomandă ca să iei toate astea.
I love this chair too. Actually, if you order and get your game before September 8th, this chair is one of our pre-order incentives. We got this really cool speaker. Oh, and we have these LED panel lights, the try-hard LED panels.
Șmecher.
I have something very similar in my room, so I
Ia uite-te, are cică similare, da? Alea de la Nanolith.
And a lot of these actually, some of them have variants that change color. Let's go with this.
Hai naiba că mi-a arătat de 5 ori că se schimbă culoarea la scaun. Dar oricum șmecher scaunul.
Light heavy in this because I think that's just my taste and George's taste as well. I love old man Pabula here, by the way.
Uite și stelele. Ia uite, nu cred! Deci au băgat LED-uri, LED-uri de astea.
Lighting and whatnot, if that's more your style.
Yeah.
Ia uite, a lot of social bunny.
Social bunny stuff here. But let's start out with something that I've been noticing over here is that
Mamă, șmecher, abia aștept.
These whims look different.
So don't get twisted. These are not whims.
They're not whims.
No, these are wants and fears. So let me talk a little bit about this.
Well, let's call him Jimmy too.
Oh yeah. I kept on looking here, Jimmy.
Hello.
Hello, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hi, so, yes, these are wants and fears, and thank you for letting me talk about them.
I
know
almost
it's
stole your
super
bit,
exciting. Yes, I know. I think they're exciting, so everyone really loves wants and fears. So, first off, I want to just, like, let everyone know that we are bringing back wants and fears, but they're going to work a little bit differently than they did before. And on top of that, I also want to iterate that this is going to be part of the base game, as well as we're going to be adding very unique wants and fears for specifically for high school years. So, first off, let me just start off by talking a little bit about the
uitați-le aici, astea sunt.
So, we're going to have up to
Deci
3
ce-și
different
dorește
wants.
și aici
There's going
e
to be
frica.
3 different, like, types, really. There's going to be one long-term,
Bună, Delia, bine ai
one
venit.
short-term, and then one that we're going to call more reactionary. So that is where whenever you go
Încă două
travel,
like-uri,
you go
facem
to a different
40.
lot, maybe there's like a bar or a gym. If it's a bar, you'll get a want to go, maybe your sim will want to go get a drink. If it's a gym, then maybe they want to go work out. So we want wants to be a lot more driven by your sim's traits and
Și lampadarul e
their own
frumos.
desires. So
Asta de
that
aici.
way it will, like, the wants will be fit with your sim a lot more. It will be a lot more dependent on the traits.
I got you up just a second. I hate that my sim has the fear of having unfulfilled dreams. That is way too real. That hurts me. Sorry, continue.
I mean, the fears are supposed to be real.
How
so let me
dare
just,
you?
like.
Ia uite ce drăguț e, apare acolo.
Yeah, I mean, so you also brought up a nice point where it's there's actually a fourth section within wants and fears, and that is where you see the icons a lot more different. It changes a lot, and it's going to be your fear, and that is your sim's way of telling you that, hey, maybe today is a day where I can confront this fear.
Jimmy, I'm going to say that I saved this from the prepping this save last night. I love that Jessica's fear of unfulfilled dreams is causing this. It's almost if someone is controlling her life. Who's that? Will Jessica finally fulfill her dreams, or will whoever is controlling her life stop her wishes from coming true?
This is illegal.
Yeah, like, I wonder who could
Da,
be
bine, eu m-aș fi
possibly doing
așteptat
such a
oarecum să
thing
le
to
includă
Jessica.
cumva în meniu pe aici, să le vedem ca în Sims 2, dacă mai țineți minte.
Yeah, so for fears, you're able to decide whether or not, just like for the fear of unfulfilled dreams, if your sim will confront the fear and conquer it, or if they will continue to live with that fear.
Dar îmi place la nebunie computerul. Adică tot ce am văzut până acum îmi place în camera, în casa asta. Camera adolescenților. Blană.
Yeah, so that means... Yes, I want to say that you will not get any more V-boxes, it's going to be a lot more specific to your sim.
Chiar arată diferit așa, nu știu. Și cu benzile alea LED pe lângă pat, așa frumos. Chiar a fost făcut cu gust ăsta. Și așa ar arăta o cameră de fată și o cameră de băiat.
Trying to put out fires and being around fires in general. But if you elect to take on conquering it, and you actually manage to put out fires, you might be able to actually beat that fear and conquer it, and then be strong in the face of something like fire in the future.
Dar putem să le schimbăm culorile, perfect. Mamă, astea le bag la clubul de striptease. Ia, mulțumesc mult, Cristina, mulțumesc foarte mult pentru donație. Thank you so much. Mulțumesc mult.
So, as we're here, we're looking at some of the stuff. So we're going to go to school tomorrow. We're going to get there, everybody. But let's look at some of the new streaming stuff we have here, right?
Yeah. Like, I think this form factor is going to be recognizable everyone very fast. Bit on the nose here.
Yeah.
Is this play about us?
Dar are și microfon sus și cameră, webcam, bă, zici că e computerul meu 100%.
So we've added a couple new channels like lifestyle streams and gaming streams. George
da, îți mulțumesc tare mult, chiar îți mulțumesc foarte mult.
Our team who put this together made some fantastic parodies in here.
Și ia uitați pe ecran, vedeți să văd lucruri diferite, arată mai mișto.
Tenet
of badness.
Față de cum arăta până acum.
So you'll see stuff like that.
Și face, uite, live streaming.
Vills of farming.
You'll see some fun stuff in
there. And you'll watch other streamers live getting
super șmecher.
But who wants to just watch this, right?
Yeah, we added a couple new team side hustles, part-time careers, where you can be...
ia uite, s-a schimbat telefonul! Cred că n-au vrut să arate chestia aia.
So I know
Bă,
right
câte
now we
schimbări!
have you. You're a nano influencer.
Sim influencer.
Of that influencer career. Maybe you want to make a lifestyle review. Do that on your computer, or maybe you
Da, păi dacă e prom night.
use your own computer.
I like you've got the better monitor.
Or maybe you want to do something else.
Șmecher, îmi
right?
place.
What's other career?
Hai că nu mai am răbdare, naiba să-l testez o dată. Și așa arată telefonul. Update, dați-vă la o parte că nu văd. Parcă arată mai bine telefonul acum. Mai scăpăm de custom content. Ia. Ia uite-te.
We've got video game streamer,
Video game streamer, nu pot să cred.
Take a second here. We are adding SimTuber avatars. These are kind of calling to VTubers, which are really big in the space, and you know, I love VTubers myself.
Da, ia o și noi
not
pe
a favorite VTuber right now. I have streamers who have yet to adapt.
My favorite VTuber is Takanashi Kiara. Actually, chat might know what I'm talking about. George has no idea. He's giving me that very glazed over look. It's like, oops.
Okay, so you set this up. So this is the same thing. You can go ahead and you can run streams yourself.
Yep.
Sadly, I clicked this really fast, so I set you up to typically work at 5:30 a.m. So I hope you like streaming to us.
Da, șmecher rău de tot, chiar îmi place.
I guess if you
E belea rău de tot. Merită fiecare cent.
Those are two of our new streams. But as we were doing this, and as they prep, I'm going to pause it real quick because everyone's prepping for the next day of school. Let's look at the phone. As you can see, oh my God, we moved it. It's now folder and app based, right?
2030, gata. 40 de euro. Dar îl găsești pe Neba la vreo 10 euro mai ieftin, vreo 30 de. Ia uite ce mișto.
From all your packs, they're all there. You can find them. They're under their appropriate folders. But we also have two new ones. And let's start out by talking about
trendy, nu cred.
So social money is
send a DM, nu pot să cred așa ceva.
Is the way to look at it. A lot of this comes from a desire to make the world feel more alive in a way that really reflects
pentru puțin. Băi, cât de șmecher. Ia uite, taxă moan.
Before I open Social Bunny, I will also bring up that we made it a lot easier for you to customize your phone. You can do this before. You can customize your backgrounds pretty easy, but we made it a little bit easier, and we added a lot more phone cases. Yep. And so anytime you customize one of those, your sim will pull.
Lasă computerul, lasă streaming-ul.
Which is sort of nice. It just looks a little bit better.
I mean, I think like the way you decorate your phone is definitely a very important part of an aesthetic, I think. Also,
ia uite cum arată. 79 de follower, new post, feed-ul, friends, message. Deci e șmecher, mai, poți să faci multe chestii.
So this is Social Bunny.
Mâine episod Narcisa cu werewolves.
That's a little bit more active. That allows your sims to engage, really communicate like teenagers do, like sort of adults do now. Like just sort of everyone has sort of.
Și am pus și astăzi episod cu sims.
As you go throughout the day, you're gonna take part in different things, and your sim is gonna be like, oh, I could post about the book I read today. And I could say like, you know, I was really down on this book.
Păi acum n-am cum să joc, pentru că asta este o reacție încă nu s-a lansat. Urmează să se lanseze, deci o să jucăm.
Yeah. So Zoe, like George, he read a book today, and he's, you know, the last page turned, his soul sunk. For him, this was the end of the journey. He'll never experience it the same way again. Thank you, Zoe, for writing that.
You're welcome.
That's pretty deep.
And because I'm me, I'm naturally gonna like my own post and
That's super cringe. Don't like your own post. What are you doing?
Also, I gotta say, there's one on the screen right now, and as a simmer myself, I did toss in a little gems here and there that really show off the sim vibe.
Ăștia pregătesc sim 5, cred.
What language is this?
Astea toate vor fi, cred, incluse, sper.
What language does it sound like, George?
Ia uite ce drăguț.
Yeah, that is Simlish there.
There's a few cringy things in there just because every teen, you know, posted some cringy stuff back in the day. I know.
Deci, dragilor, cei care aveți jocul original, chiar merită cumpărată.
References, we have little sim gems here and there. It was a lot of fun to write these.
Nu cred.
So, you know, in the feed I can actually
foarte bine arată.
Like I messaged the Molly, and I sent. Where did I go? Molly's message. Oh, I lost it. Oh, it's. but actually give my
Și
chance to
mai era
post
chestia cu
that.
trend în partea
But we
cealaltă.
also have, and how I keep describing this,
Trebuie
the
neapărat, Cristina.
ability to slide into someone's DMs.
Ne strângem mai mult și jucăm toți. Da, cu familia hibridă este mâine, Narcisa.
As you post about things, because I think it might not be clear how this works. As you do things throughout the day, you'll have opportunities to post about them. So, like, if your team wins big game,
Delia, poți să-mi lași pe Discord pe private message și îți răspund acolo. Eu aștept varianta piratată. Cum să aștepți varianta piratată? O să o pun eu oricum, luna viitoare pun expansiunea asta, va fi la giveaway. Măcar o persoană să fac fericită.
Asta cu siguranță o să o cumpăr și eu. Nu pot să nu iei.
Da, e șmecher.
I would die if I were my dad. Social media profile pic.
That's a different extreme entirely. So, as you can see, social media will be there. The followers you get there will tie into
Așa, gata, hai că te-am liniștit, Narcisa. Mamă, deci ard aici pe scaunul ăsta, nu mai pot mai lua toate transpirațiile pământului.
So we'll come back to like how that works.
Cu expansiunea asta.
So I'm gonna sleep. Let me take us to the morning because it is a school night. We're gonna come back. We have a lot more fun things to show.
Ai, mai Andrei, că au câștigat 7 persoane până acum, sau 8 persoane, cum adică?
Alright.
Hai mă, duceți-vă la școală, mă, că vreau să văd cum e la școală.
This is an active career. I think you guys have seen this.
Hai că să duc la școală, ia.
You went in and you looked in a window.
Dar gândiți-vă că sunt mult mai multe chestii care le vom descoperi noi, că ei nu arată totul. E bine. S-a dus la părinții mei weekendul ăsta, sunt liber cu Mirela, doar eu acasă cu ea. Dar uite, în spate mai e un cort acolo, ăla era cortul ăla?
George, can't walk around like that. It's embarrassing. Anyway, this is the first time you'll be able to multiple sims on active career together. This felt like a key story to tell because I think it's very common to have a household with multiple teen sims that go to school together. So this felt like something we really had to do here.
Da.
I think some people will ask, is this retroactive?
Obligatoriu trebuie cumpărată și, bineînțeles, dacă tot am prins acum oportunitatea, mai dorește careva să devină membru la mine pe canal sau să dea o donație pentru caritatea la care m-am înscris acum, nu uitați să intrați și voi pe chat, acolo aveți toate informațiile.
Break out early.
Nu prea-mi place baia, ce-i drept.
Looking a little hairy everywhere. So I can shave his face.
Da, Maria, da.
Let's talk about shaving other parts.
I'm gonna look away.
Ia că să berberești ăsta, ai la bucă draci, ia să vedem.
I just want to let everybody know that you can do this.
Hai mă apropii imaginea să-l văd mai bine. Nu cred în baie.
Oh no.
Nu pot să cred.
Yes. You just say oh no.
Cum ne bă faci mă mâncața și pe spate așa? Bine, eu nu am pe spate, dar vă dați seama ce chinul naiba e? Eu trebuia să o chem pe Mirela ca să-mi fac așa pe spate, că îmi rupeam naiba gâtul pe acolo prin baie. Băi, lasă-o naiba încolo de treaba naibii.
Yeah, sorry. What am I doing?
Băi, Leo, mămică. Ia, gata, hai, la școală toată lumea.
Switch schools to follow her.
Select in. Eu te poți să te duci cu amândoi.
And so, if you choose to follow no one, this is exactly the sort of experience you get in base game. They're going to go off into a rabbit hole, they're going to disappear, you're going to hang out on your lot, they'll come back at the end of the day. But if you follow them...
Șmecher, ia, hai mămică, să vedem la școală cum e.
Auzi, Alex, am o întrebare.
And yeah, the pack is called high school years.
Ia stai ca să văd aici cum e.
Mergi direct sau îți trimite?
Păi îți trimite informație, că da, du-te la școală. Dacă nu, da, poți să-i trimiți și singuri. Ia uite...
Dacă poți tu să faci parte.
Nu știu, încă n-au zis.
We have different things that happen every day. Today at the end of the day, there's going to be a sports team festival, so I think you're going to see a lot of our students wearing sports outfits, as you can see.
E și autobuzul, dar din păcate nu este valabil. Salut, Gabi, bine ai venit. Și nu uitați să lăsați și voi un like, încă 5 like-uri și facem 50. Mama mea, wai
I think to mention right away, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, did we ever get Steven on the line? Steven, jump in if you are on the line.
Drăguță școala.
We went for kind of an art deco look.
Chiar arată bine.
This was a very iconic style of high school, but if you don't like it, you can bulldoze this whole thing around. We won't be offended. We might be a little offended.
Ia uite ce locuri de
No, I will
parcare în
say
partea
school
aia
has to
acolo.
not be in session because no construction while people are trying to learn.
Yeah. Don't want to knock down the school of everyone's started.
What's this building over here?
This is the auditorium. This is where things like prom and career day and graduation would take place. This is using kind of a modular lot type where you can switch out what the aesthetic of it is for different events. And yeah,
Vedeți că la final vă întreb ce notă dați la expansiunea asta din ce ați văzut până acum. Și uite școala, mâncați. Mamă, deci chiar te poți duce la școală, eu nu credeam până nu aveam să văd. Și stă până la... Da, dar uite, și stă până la 3 la școală, deci o să aibă tot felul de chestii, dar fac what we know.
E bine dacă poți să duci la școală.
Hai că eu am terminat școala de mai bine de 10 ani, chiar mi-era dor să mă duc. Ia uite, morning free time ends. Deci când ajungi la școală, ai timp liber, 2 ore. Și abia după aia încep, cred, cursurile.
While going to school and having exams and grades is
foarte șmecher. Salut, Darius, bine venit, salut. Are și cantină, are.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's gonna wonder why is that some T-posing.
Mamă, uite și directoarea, nu cred.
Explain what he's doing.
Yeah.
It happens randomly, so we don't
Și uite și om care repară.
So this is the new hotness in Sims social media. This is the T-pose challenge.
Lasă că facem noi un liceu de lia dracii. Ia să vedeți ce liceu fac eu. Bună seara, domnul Killer Banana, bine ai venit. Bine ați venit, domnul. Să fiți sănătos.
Every day you go to school, there's going to be new things happening, and while class is a thing you have to play around with.
Study for exam. Mamă, dar uitați cât de vibrantă e toată treaba pe aici, câți studenți sunt așa, ia uite și la cafeterie stă cineva aici. Belea.
All the things that you see
Șmecher rău de tot.
more so than the classroom. I see
Eu
a lot
mă
of
întreb cum o să
chat.
ții mâncarea.
Get some teas and chat.
Stai că cred că se duce și la cafeterie acum, ia să acolo.
BO, so I'm gonna send my sim off to which locker I claimed. I gotta go freshen up. I will have you T-pose challenge.
Ce șmecher.
So the lockers,
Șmecher rău de
you can
tot.
put in the locker and you can customize them to a wide variety of different styles.
Where do we put the T-pose challenge?
Cred că o să vreau să merg cu fiecare sim când ajunge la nivelul de a merge la școală.
Adică că aici,
Before
la
school starts,
high
okay,
school,
class starts
poți
in an
merge
hour. Let me
cu
show off a little
toți,
bit of.
nu doar cu unul.
Da, asta e șmecher. Mulțumesc mult, domnule, pentru prezență.
What style is this right now, actually?
I think I have it as sort
Ia
of
uite, își
brandy
face
rock.
părul, bă.
Yeah, so you can change.
Eu nu mi-amintesc vreodată în liceu să mă fi dus să mă duceam direct aranjat.
Goth, gamer, really anything. What speaks to you right now, George?
You're going to go for eco enthusiast, and won't change that when it
El era aranjat, dar și împrospăta frizura, nu?
Era dat naiba asta. E dat naiba. Uite ce mișto cum se vede, cum interacționează cu telefonul. Foarte șmecher. Uite așa trebuia să arate Sims-ul, nu ce au făcut ei până acum, bătaie de joc. Parcă chiar simți că se întâmplă ceva. Ia, că urmează școala. De se termină și intră, ia uite clasa. Sunt curios dacă putem până la urmă să facem școala, o să fac mai multe clase să vedem. Uite și pe doamna profesoară care e cam plictisită, cred că nu primește salariul care trebuie.
I customized this room a little bit last night to again talk about my school. I made it a little bit grungier. The other class, which other classes?
Uite de ce?
This is how it's set up by default, you know. But as again, you can customize this however you want. I wanted to make sure you represent that my kids got a little bored.
Aoleo, Maria, nu mai cobi.
We got mismatched ones from whenever they had to get them in. It was great.
Bună dimineața, ia să vedem.
Yeah, so class again,
nu știu să zic, Gabi, dar ar fi interesant. Ia.
There'll be chance cards that happen throughout the day, different subjects that care about what your skills are.
Pe ce faceți, bă, stați numai pe telefoane la școală?
how well you do in class will determine whether or not you graduate, which I think is a really important thing to mention. Graduation is not necessarily a guaranteed thing. We definitely want to tell the story, be able to let players tell the story of someone who either drops out or doesn't quite make the grade. So that is the thing that will have consequences if you don't manage to graduate.
Take notes. Se mută ăsta, ce faci? Deci uite, le preda acum. Hai mă că e șmecher.
Sorry, my sim apparently didn't want to be head of the class. He wanted to sit in the back. I just love that.
Just to sit all the way back to the desk that's waiting. Yeah. But yeah, if you don't graduate, you might be locked out of a few specific careers. You might not be able to go to university, for example. This is not an insurmountable thing, though. You will be able to get an online degree in order to
make a funny
those careers at university. If you're particularly skilled, you might get invited to university anyway. So they're off ramps there. But it is an important thing.
Parcă e altfel acum că știi că se duc la școală și își fac temele. Știți că mie mi se părea destul de enervant când veneau ei de la școală și trebuia să-i pun să-și facă temele de fiecare dată. Da, este. Și uite, după aia trebuie să se ducă la clasa de business, de afaceri. Eu am rămas în urmă de Elia cu astea.
You'll spend a lot of time interacting in the halls, meeting other sims, getting ready for prom.
Uite, acum au masa. La ce oră? La ora 11. 2 ore 47, cam mult.
Don't get expelled today.
Stă cam mult. Ar fi interesant dacă putem să modificăm orarul la școală. Chiar ar fi interesantă treaba asta. Ia uite ce drăguț scrie. Da. 100% șmecher. Încă 4 like-uri face 50. Uite, ia uite ce drăguț. Te duci și scomanzi de acolo, uite, tot felul de chestii. Și stau la masă, dar directoarea, ia uite, directoarea stă la masă cu elevii, mă.
Because you're still not fulfilling your... You got a fear of not fulfilling your...
Câte persoane ar fi de curiozitate acum? Ia uite, 35.000 de persoane pe livestream, mâncați așa.
Working on the save a little bit this week. I was trying
Cred că sunt ăștia în extaz pe aici, ia uite.
Oddly enough, I don't know if Molly's going to talk to me. She wanted to be my friend.
Ce tare, uite că stau la coadă ca să-și ia mâncarea.
As friends yesterday because she's lesbian, right? Yeah.
Da, lipsește secretariatul, chiar. Dar dacă putem face noi o școală, cred că eu pot să improvizez un secretariat cu siguranță.
We stand Molly in this house. I'm also so sad. I needed something bright in my day.
Let's discuss fears.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like there's an announcement going on. No.
So I think again, while class is an important part, I think it's the balance of accomplishing your goals in class.
Și catalogele, păi da, dar nu, cred că în America ăștia oricum nu au cataloge ca la noi. Dar ar fi fost tare o chestie de asta, chiar ar fi fost șmecher. Acum totul e pe online. Dar oricum foarte șmecher.
I did become my best friends.
Nice. NPC relationship autonomy is what we're calling internally. It's not a very flashy name, but
stau așa la masă toți.
Is Sims can now do things like ask you out or.
Și uite, acolo mai e cineva, cred că e un alt profesor acolo sau e aia care a fost mai devreme. Ia uite ce stă la computer.
Yeah, I was over here trying to
Prom is coming. Ia uite.
Ask Cassandra, maybe I'm bold asking her about her romantic interests to see if I could pursue this relationship any further.
Foarte frumos.
While I was setting up the save, Molly just became really good friends with me and was like, "Hey, you're cool. Let's go to the prom," and came up and asked me, and I felt really bad about having.
Deci clar trebuie să mai fac un episod cu câteva cu o scurtă la tot ceea ce am văzut pe livestream-ul ăsta, cred că o să-l postez duminica. Un rezumat.
It is.
It's been a journey every time. Oh. Cassandra actually did
study for exam. Sunt curios cum o fi cu examenele.
Oh, she is exploring.
Da.
Maybe I finally have a chance to go into.
Dacă ar mai băga și o expansiune ceva cu relația de familie, cu bunicii, cu astea, cu ar fi șmecher.
Gets rejected a lot.
I'm sorry, you can be my loser brother. It's fine. I still love you.
Deci eu vă asigur că expansiunea asta va avea un mare succes.
So we'll go through the second period here and go back. It sounds like.
Și uitați că sunt la școală, adică sunt foarte mulți.
I left my homework on the floor.
Adică nu sunt 3, 4, 5 simși. Ia uite. Bă, întârzi la clasă. Ia uite, le-a schimbat și pe tablă chestiile.
See, you're like the perfect student. However you made your sim, she's just the perfect student.
Salut, David, bine venit. Nu uita să lași și tu un mic like acolo.
So we'll go through this real quick. So I think we should talk a little bit about pranking.
Cred că aș vrea să stau la liceu mereu. Da, drăguțe și astea, luminile astea, ia uite ce frumoase sunt. Da, este, chiar este. Ia uite, new post on social bunny.
Get out of here, teacher. Let me be really bold.
Asta vrea să facă, ia uite, un prank. End of day report. Ia dă-mă pe ăla să vedem ce zice pe reportul ăla.
There's 2 classes per day, I think we mentioned again.
Dar poți să mai rămână în școală, oare? Cred că poți să mai rămâi în școală, fiți atenți.
Again, there's going to be a sports fest. This is the football team festival again later today. You'll see.
Da, era același profesor acolo.
It looks like the cheerleaders already have a.
Dar fiți atenți că mai rămâi în școală, deci e șmecher că nu te trimite direct acasă. Asta e un lucru foarte tare. Da, David, cu siguranță. Primul stream așa va fi, nu o să fie cu o familie creată, o să jucăm cu ce joacă și ăștia. Ia uite, George și-a impresionat profesoara cu lucrurile învățate frumos. Ia uite-l pe asta ce face aici.
I want to join the cheerleading team, and I know that over here he was talking about it, so I'm going to go ask him about it. I would like to show off some of those cheers. There are solo cheers that you can perform and practice, and then there's group cheers that happen, which are great.
Yeah, the activities you can join, for wondering from chat, are you can join the football team, you can join the cheer team, you can join...
Arată pentru ambii copii reportul ce au făcut.
Yeah.
Foarte tare.
You can also join these just like sort of regular jobs. Let me show that real quick. You can go to the job menu. Like if you don't want to wait and find someone, you can join.
Ia uite ce șmecher, poți să-ți iei un job după școală.
As you can see, cheer team member, chess team member, computer,
ia uite.
football team.
Carier, dar nu, de fapt nu este, e un fel de, nu te plătește, e ceva, nici nu știu cum naiba să-i zic. Da. Dar oricum e șmecher. Și uite, poți să-i dai enable follow messages. A intrat în echipa de majorete.
You'll get a bunch of teammates, which you'll have increased
foarte tare, foarte șmecher.
Solidarity, but you also get a rival.
Deci este ăla cu mâinile, care că n-am văzut.
Whatever reason, because they're a teenager. So you'll have to deal with that.
Cred că așa au gândit ei expansiunea, să fie așa mai old school.
Click these posts, just because stuff's happening. Let's do some solo routines.
Deci fiți atenți că dă probe.
I have no idea what my fitness is one. Let's see how this goes.
Such good players as a kid, I've got to say.
I miss it too. It's going away.
Devii popular, da, cu siguranță. Dacă ați fi locuit în America, fetele, ați fi intrat în echipa asta de majorete și băieții în echipa de fotbal.
Eu sigur aș fi intrat.
Ia uzi.
Are you doing selfies over there?
That's accurate. If anyone,
și îmi plac, uite, și posterele astea sunt drăguțe. Ia uite pe ăla ce figuri avea cum merge, uite și pe asta.
You're so graceful, George. So graceful.
More graceful than in real life, trust me.
Foarte frumos. Încă un like și facem 50! Dar de ce n-au schimbat? Trebuia să mai schimbe ceva și aici. Asta e foarte slab.
That's cute. Cute brother sister pair.
Da, uite, au adăugat de astea noi acum, văd. Eu aș fi rămas la gradul de susținătoare. Da, cred că au băgat polaroide. Ia să vedem după cum arată imaginile făcute.
They're so cute. I love these.
Yeah. wrong button.
Aha, ia uite și îi dau cu escape ca să-și revină jocul, deci știu de treaba asta.
We'll see. We did this last time and one of us got beamed really hard.
Ah, și încă o chestie mișto, o să vedeți că putem, nu știu dacă ați fost voi atenți, putem să mergem la un magazin în care putem să ne cumpărăm haine de la second hand, putem să vindem haine, spre exemplu. Dacă nu mai purtăm hainele din garderoba noastră, putem să mergem la magazin și să le punem la vânzare.
Yeah.
Foarte frumos. Și animațiile drăguțe. Oh, ce-ai făcut, bre, l-ai lovit pe ăsta?
Trust me. So, here we go. Let's see.
Ia și aici, ia uite-te. Poți să-ți cumperi haine de școală.
I joined the cheerleading team. Let me go get an outfit.
Uite, deci ăsta e football score. 15 go to să te duci la. Ia uite ce scap acum. Da, e șmecher că poți să stai noaptea, deci eu vreau neapărat să experimentez, să stau noaptea la școală să văd cum dacă sunt și alții. Pe aici văd că sunt.
Let's do it during exam day. We should only be focused on things that are not exams on exam day.
Foarte frumos, oricum, incredibil.
To see. Let me double check.
Ciao, noapte bună.
We're trying to pace ourselves since we only got, I think, another 15 minutes with you.
Only 15 minutes. We have a lot of stuff to show.
Aolo, mai e 15 minute din asta și că mai au o groază de arătat.
I do want to show is let's show just the cool hanging out on beds.
Yeah, we added a whole bunch
Păi prom night oricum este peste 2 zile, nu cred că mai au timp să ni-l arate ăștia.
I'm looking at you, chat. We're talking about things like
ia uite pozele, nu le-a făcut, mă, bă. Oricum camerele îmi plac foarte mult. Ia uite pe aia cum face la calculator.
I want to say teens use the bed as a platform for a lot of things. But I do too. Like, I read bed all the time. Like that's usually.
Alexa, salut, bine ai venit. E persoana nouă, nu te-am mai văzut până acum pe aici, să zic că este gameplay-ul făcut de către Maxis direct. Peste 2 săptămâni urmează să se lanseze, acum doar vedem și noi cum arată viitoarea expansiune. Nu știu, ori sunt eu prea entuziasmat, dar parcă e totul mult mai animat, aș putea spune. Parcă interacționează sim și altfel, vin în cameră unul la altul.
Multi-height seats, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit with your legs out, you can obviously
cred că da, putem.
You can pillow fight. We've added, and I'm going to show this here. Let's go sit here, because this is the ability to sit and hang out on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where folks on the trailer are like, wait, can I actually do that? Yeah, see, you can in fact sit on the ground.
And then, you know, interact.
Da, vorbește, nu mai fiți așa, vorbiți.
You're probably going to go hang out elsewhere, obviously, because I've left autonomy on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wholesome. Do you want a pillow?
Of course we want a pillow fight. We've got a pillow fight.
Pillow fight. Ia să bat cu perne. Yeah, hi, Brie.
Yeah, we could probably go to the build by Athens as well to show them some of that. Maybe towards the end. I'm not sure how you would piece that.
Yeah, I think we'll go through that way. We can use as much time as we want at the end. We'll just end it off that way.
Nu cred. Belea rău de tot.
So I think pillow fighting's awesome, adorable.
Chiar animația foarte bine făcută. Deci ăștia din Sims puteau să facă foarte multe lucruri, pentru că ți arată, uite câte animații, câte chestii. Da, na, da, te așteptăm pe Discord, Alexa. Fără chestii de rușini, fără absolut nimic, suntem prietenoși, nu mâncăm. Și îmi place și ăsta de haine aici, foarte fancy.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fake it, and then just say lock for everyone.
Ia uite ce ușe mișto are, nu pot să cred.
We have to go sneak out. So these are our new sneak out-able windows.
Ia uite-te, naiba ce fac ăștia aici și noi pe tine. Ia-te, ce fugă ăștia, voi ați fugit vreodată de acasă, eu am fugit odată pe geam. Pot să o chem pe maică mea să vă confirme lucrul ăsta.
Oh,
Uite
yeah.
în spate aici, ce frumos
That means,
locul ăsta aici de...
I locked Dad inside, so he's gonna come out too. One second, buddy.
Dad is also grounded.
Access to.
Cu toate că mi-ar fi plăcut oarecum să stea într-un campus, să fi stat, dar nu, că nu e neapărat real. Că la liceu, na, doar dacă era privat. Dar sunt curios dacă stai în alt oraș o să vii tot aici, nu? În liceul ăsta, nu? Oare putem să facem... Mamă, deci dacă mergem să fac liceu în fiecare oraș, ar fi șmecher rău de tot. Dar nu cred. Voi ce credeți? Pe Discord, ia spuneți-mi că îmi răspundeți mai repede.
Ar fi super tare dacă ai reușit să dacă ai putea să faci liceu în fiecare oraș.
They change color with the seasons and all like that. You get different colors. But what I also love, and if I could get this to work in here, is if you place it indoors.
Eu n-am fost pedepsită niciodată din cauza notelor de la școală. Eu sunt foarte bine, ce pot să zic, felicitări. Aha, deci avem scări noi aici, pentru a evada. Ce frumos e locul ăsta, uite. Foarte șmecher. Maria, nu, este o prezentare a expansiunii. Peste 2 săptămâni o să ne putem juca. Acum doar vedem și noi cum va arăta și ce lucruri putem face.
I know you love these lights. I turned them down a little bit, this light, so I
Ia uite,
them a little bit, but
șmecher.
these are
Foarte tare,
used, like,
foarte
for
tare.
beds. And you can put them in here.
That is the princess aesthetic.
The princess
Ia
aesthetic
că
works,
intră
you
în
know.
film.
But,
Oh, poți să le pui
I
și
just
prin
made up a really cool, like,
casă.
hangout spot down there. So, with showing off this new gigantic telescope, how big did they make this thing? It's a joke.
A făcut glumă. Ce ai naiba? Știți că toată lumea a zis cu telescopul ăla gigantic, făceau glume și acum că l-au adăugat după 100 de ani.
This is Frank. I hid Frank.
Era în Photoshop. Măi, deci eu vă spun sincer că m-am uitat, dacă vă uitați pe trailerul oficial al lor, apare ca fiind curbat. Înseamnă că au făcut ei o manevră ca să-ți dea o impresie, să facă un hype, ceva.
Sau poate nu vor să ne arate și să ne
Da,
arate pe noi să descoperim.
da. Pentru că poate nu vor să ne arate că sigur comunitatea de YouTube va începe, dar unde este peretele curbat, sigur va fi chestia asta. Și tot ține așa în suspans.
And we used the biggest razor possible for safety.
I don't think that's how that works.
Ia uite ce să berberește asta, firia în laiba, ia uite-te la el. Și eu chiar astăzi m-am berberit, ca să știți așa, ca idee. Parcă presimțeam, dar eu nu-mi dau cu spume de alea pe față. Ia uite, gata mă, ești ca nou.
All right. I know people were asking about uniforms in school. I will say that there are assets to make uniforms, but you can't like set a uniform for everyone to show up as.
Yeah, I'm also seeing some questions about trendy.
Yeah, I really want to get that. Do we
Ia
want to
uite-te.
No, we have to. Let's ask someone to prom when
a
they want
primit
to
bani
school.
pentru ce? A primit niște bani acolo, dar nu știu pentru ce.
That's the true like team.
Thanks to Orice for that.
Și uitați că apare ca notificare pe telefon acolo, bulina aia galbenă.
Put it in here. I did. I don't know. I was moving things
Și naiba, bă, n-avea patul, unde naiba a pus patul? Îl ascunsezi?
Yeah, so
Da, Delia, da, poți să intri.
Some of the hangouts around town, like the thrift store, and there's a lot of questions about that. As we roll into the next day.
I mean, we got a whole amusement park to go to.
Yeah, the pier, I think, is definitely popping.
We definitely need homework.
Hai mă să vedem și noi cum arată prom night-ul ăla, că și ăla, acolo mi-e frică puțin, la prom night-ul ăla să nu dea în bară, că e ca un fel de wedding. Tot cu evenimente când trebuie să facă niște chestii. Mamă, ce șmecher e, Doamne! Dar ce înseamnă umbrela aia? Nu cred, ia uite, deci poate să sune că este bolnavă.
It's what consistent, George. You can't skip the stream every day.
All right. And again, so we're going to go to school. We're going to try and ask some people to prom. Then we're going to go out and we're going to show you downtown some thrifting, some trendy. Maybe talk a little bit about Depop.
Hopefully, yeah, we're in collaboration and also hopefully get.
Deci vedem și centrul orașului.
I love how these like lights, like you can see, especially when you're fast, they do move. And they like.
Clar trebuie să fac o cameră de gaming. Acum. Deci într-o oră se duc la școală. Ce? A zis ceva? Uite, homesick a câștigat 40. While homesick. Select which student to follow. Foarte tare. Pa, deci n-am cuvinte, sincer, vă zic că pot să-i duc pe amândoi la școală. E foarte important.
We'll get back to it. I promise, just be patient.
Eu cred că după My Wedding Stories, da, e posibil.
Alright, so here we go. Let's study for exams going. So let's see.
Îmi place că ai timpul ăsta liber înainte să înceapă practic. Ia uite ce frumos se vede aici. Șmecheră, ia uite. Asta nu era până acum, nu cred. Umbra asta. Ia uite ce mișto se vede.
Okay. So let's go sneak a note into.
A mai intrat cineva pe Discord?
And we'll plant a sting cancel.
Ia uite pe Cassandra Goti și ala și coală, nu cred.
And then why not prank your brothers? I can't. No, there you go.
Da, nici mie, din păcate.
He didn't just ask, did he?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll find out. Okay. I'll do it. It got canceled and I saw him at the locker. And I'm just curious.
How dare he?
Și îmi place că fiecare stă, vedeți, unii stau pe acolo, unii aici, ăsta, uite, se plimbă pe partea asta. Foarte drăguț.
Alright, so we'll let that note go off. Where am
Old
I?
man.
I'm down in the computer lab again, working on my aspiration, obviously.
Alright, let's hope Molly responds.
Ia uite, a lăsat lui Molly un mesaj pentru prom night. Dar ce-o fi aici jos? Cred că-s laboratorul de, nu știu, de informatică, ce naiba o fi?
Ia,
uite-l pe ăsta.
This is very, like, TV drama.
Am crezut că intră profesoara.
Da.
Dar ce se întâmplă dacă nu se duce la ore? Ia să vedem, cred că acum ne arată vreo chestie. Mai are 20 de minute până intră la programul de ore. Mi-ar fi plăcut să fie și o clasă specială pentru copii.
This is more important.
Să învețe și ei.
Let's see. Class are you in today?
Pentru copii la ce te referi? Adică mai mic decât teen? La child sau ce?
Oh no.
Da, uite.
You hit this part.
I completely forgot.
If you do really well, when you get to graduation, you could be the valedictorian. If not, you don't have to do that. Did you finish already? You did finish already.
Good, you're first student.
Oh, whatever.
Attend exam, dar când ai
Okay, well, I'm gonna still take my exam. Apparently I'm on the
da, ar fi fost drăguț. Da, cine știe, poate face și cu grădiniță.
Alright, we'll go through this. We'll see how
Mamă,
I
deci
do.
cel puțin pentru Sims 5, câte
finishing
lucruri
late,
ar fi
super
de
good.
integrat.
Alright, perfect, because I need to... Okay, Sandra's here. We'll wait for her to finish her exam. Let's do this.
A avut și examenul în același timp.
I know I saw just a second ago asked to promise friends, but we're not going to.
Dar eu cred că sigur se poate face ceva la școală, pentru că acolo apăreau gen cu mai multe materii, cu mai multe chestii.
Let's see how this goes. Hold your breath, chat. I know that attitude.
Cred că o invită la prom night. Ce drăguț! Ia uite! Oh, ce drăguț! Și ce de-alea noi i-a băgat acolo, șmecher rău de tot! Ia uite, are și program de video streamer. Ați văzut când a dat click pe el avea program când are streaming. Prea tare!
Okay, well, that's exciting.
Foarte tare.
You can see again some
deci Cassandra, care e din Willow Creek, se pare că a ajuns și aici. Deci clar, în partea asta, în liceul ăsta, vor putea veni și ceilalți din alte orașe.
Alright, so we're going to the prom together. I'm set up with my date. I'm ready to get out of here and start shopping for
I may just have to ask Molly here.
You're eating more of this chicken sliders.
Foarte șmecher.
Yeah.
Uite ce hot dog și-a luat colega acolo. Dar ar fi...
You got rejected this time.
Alright, fine. What's the matter?
I'm not really interested. Nu cred. Molly, dar ce figure are.
Shooter shot. I don't have proposal sign. No, cheat me up, George.
Okay, we're gonna cheat. You didn't see this.
No,
Jessica's not really that sad.
Everything's gone wrong. I'll have the
Prom, ia. Asta era fetița care era lesbiancă sau ceva, cred. Ia să vezi acum. Ia uite, vedeți? Deci e un om care se ocupă de curățenie și de toate astea pe aici.
I mean, you did go to like 5 proms.
Romantic orientation, yeah.
In real life, yes.
I'm flattered. Nu e interesată, mă, încălță. Mama, asta nu n-are cu ce să se ducă la prom night.
Fine, for the one time we do it live, you can be the cool kid, George.
I'm gonna ask his friends. We need to get you some date. Maybe Sydney will go with you.
Foarte tare.
His friends.
Not interested.
Okay. Okay.
Ia uitați, ăștia sunt din echipa de fotbal. Vedeți că au ținute speciale de fotbaliști? Și ce drăguț stau așa la masă aici toți. Ce-mi place.
We've done that. Let's skip school. We're gonna leave.
Dar cred că prom night-ul se ține acolo, în partea aia, sau decernarea după ce se termină liceul.
Right. The reason we're leaving school early is we're going to go downtown. We haven't really showed you this here.
Ia să vedem că merge la bar acum.
And how that was created. Who's going to go with me? I'm staying at school because I didn't skip. We're going to just go alone.
A zis cineva ceva în Discord că parcă să zică.
I'm going to be the good student for once.
Yeah, no.
The tides have turned in this demo.
It's the other way around. So yeah, thrifty, because we love a good pun, is combination thrift store / bubble tea shop.
Ce drăguț arată.
Let me really quickly show this neighborhood a little bit, and then we'll go back. So there we have a starter home over here. And I forgot if Zoe or Sarah here can tell us, because I like to point out this grungy house over here, which
ia uite o casă părăsită.
Might be a little bit spooky at night.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Yeah, keep an eye out. You got the library down here.
Librăria,
and who lives over here?
I mean, that's a library, so nobody lives there, but the Prescotts live over here.
You're delayed, sorry, yeah.
I'm delayed, sorry. I was watching the wrong screen. Everybody ignore me. This is where the Prescotts live. This is where Molly lives.
Acolo locuiește Molly, fata directoarei și directoarea implicit.
Their father... I muted myself. When they passed away, they inherited this big, pretty house.
Nice. I love old money. That's what you got to marry. All right.
Foarte interesant oricum.
Well, since we're here, let's. Oh wait, I want to do it because I think in order to really go shopping, I think you got to not be thirsty. To show this really cool.
Ce drăguț arată.
Next level.
Da, așa e. Ce drăguț order de. Șmecher.
I did, but
s-a văzut ceva curba la casa aia?
Did you actually bring us boba tea?
Cum eu n-am văzut nimica, mamă.
They're fruity boba tea. We'll see.
So cute.
Puneți pe Discord dacă ați văzut ceva. Faceți și voi un print screen. Și puneți pe chat-ul de Discord.
I got it right. This is a mango passion fruit, but here we have mango milk.
Yeah? Oh, that's cool.
Ce tare.
Which is a great thing. We really wanted to get something that felt sort of also new and trendier, and boba tea is going big everywhere. If you haven't tried it, where have you been in the last decade? But go out and try some boba tea.
Yeah, boba tea is very iconic because you got the whole dabbing it, and there's such a variety. Boba tea is fun. If you've never had boba tea, my favorite boba tea is actually cheese tea with cheese foam on top.
Dar bă, au și prăjiturele pe acolo. Ia uite ce mișto a pus cu paiul frumos.
And small thing, I'm sure a lot of people are probably noticing, you can drink on straws now. Very first time we've had straw drinking.
So, but that's not why we came to a thrift store, right?
Yeah, let's talk.
Și uite aici hainele,
sainele. So we have, and we'll start off, let me just bring up, this is where we're
la mâna a doua cum ar veni.
You guys saw this app here earlier.
Yeah.
And what are we going to do with this app?
So,
and these.
Trendy is a fashion marketplace where you create looks through things you find in the thrift store, and then you use your social media clout to try and hype them up. And also where you try and keep an eye on what's
about
trending
trendy and fashion
to make profit. And if you're particularly good at this loop, you can actually make quite a lot of money doing this.
So let's try and make some money. Let's create a fashion look.
This is actually one of my favorite features we added. This is so much fun. not the
Deci poți să faci, să creezi... deci te bagă în ăsta.
Good job.
Ok.
But yeah, if you click on any of these, I think it's interesting to note is this is not all of CAS. This is just whatever's in store.
Deci mare atenție, nu sunt toate lucrurile incluse din CAS.
Yearly?
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, so for the first time, we're also adding the ability to get pieces of clothing only available here at a limited time. So you want to come back and check trending fairly often. But when you're trying to make something, do you just want to do it live? Like and try to make an outfit?
Yeah.
Aoleu, nu-i lăsa pantalonii ăia, bă.
We'll
crack this open.
So yeah, basically,
Da, e practic poți face niște bănuți în plus.
From the first store at any given time, and then put together in an outfit, which you'll try and hype up.
Ce mișto e topul ăsta.
I want the hot dog head.
No.
Yeah, the robot head. Is there any hat? I mean, you know.
Well, that works.
You know, that could kind of.
Fedoras are never out of style.
Chad, are fedoras in style?
Încălțările zgroasnice, dacă ar mai lucra puțin și la încălțări, atunci ar fi perfect. Și dacă mai e cineva care n-a lăsat un like, ne apropiem ușor spre 60 de like-uri. Mulțumesc tare mult, dragilor!
And then I can go and give it a name. So we'll call this, what do we call this? I'm going to give it a custom style. We'll call it,
okay.
Pink Core.
Pink Core.
Yeah. So this look's going to be called Pink Core. It's got a name. It costs 170 simoleons. And then you
may make one too.
Yeah, go
you keep talking.
Save this one. So yeah, again, it's going to matter like how influential your sim is and also what is trending every given time. This is will rotate through.
Păi aici nu înțeleg acum aș face pentru el sau să cumpere sau să le pună la vânzare. Cred că își face pentru el.
You do have quite a lot of agency here to affect how the world looks. Are you going to go for like a varsity look or something?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll see if I got enough today.
I mean,
fustă, bravo!
That's a look.
Alex, uite pe Discord să vezi ce a făcut Dennis aici.
Nu pot să mă uit acum.
I just blanked. What's the
cu pereți curbați.
Nu pot să mă uit că e pe asta aici și ne uităm la final.
Been chasing them all season and wanted to murder them.
Oh, Stranger.
What's his name? I blanked on his name.
The basketball captain.
Yes, basketball. I'll just do.
I'm sure Chad will call it.
Oh yeah, I gotta get it.
Call it Chad Core.
Chad Core?
Chad Core.
Uite, încălțările alea drăguțe. Da, sunt mișto.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I hate the character rebels.
You're supposed to hate him, I think.
I know, but I particularly hate Chad Core.
There we go. We got Chad Core going on. I think this is also basics. Obviously, Chad's basic. So sorry, keep going. Talk about basics and what those are.
Sorry. So again, this is going to tie into a whole bunch of things like how well you do in the app. So your social media, your social bunny cloud.
Ia uite, dar aici arată mai ciudat funga asta.
I think another thing to talk about since you're
e puțin
here
diferită.
is you can see some of the pieces that we got from our collaboration with Depop.
Yeah, so you'll see some pieces in here.
I think it's on skirts. That was one of the skirts was in here from Depop. But yeah, so Depop, if you're not familiar, is a massive fashion marketplace that focuses on circular fashion and sustainability and uplifting individual creators.
Here's a couple of
yeah, some of these are really cute. So it seemed natural for us to work with them because our values very much align. Like we believe in a lot of the same things they do. And through the collaboration, we were able to get some of their creators
Geaca aia cu roz îmi place, dar bine altă culoare. Dar arată interesant.
So some of these are going to be ultra rare pieces. We try to give them the runway to really let their style come through, their unique style. So if you're familiar with any of these creators, then you'll definitely be able to see what they've got here. That's
terrible.
I don't hate it.
I saw some more of these. I think the bottoms we saw them.
Yeah.
And you can see on here, you can see who made them.
Mie îmi place cam așa.
So yeah, some cool items that we're not gonna finish making.
Okay, yeah.
I think you missed shoes on these.
Yeah, no, you missed shoes.
I did.
Yeah,
shoe off.
Dar îi pusesem încălțările, erau pe negru.
Probably missing a top.
Și asta avea ăla.
I don't know, you deleted everything.
There we go.
All right. It looks awful, but fine.
All right.
You moved it.
Bă, nu ne luați cu bagurile sau cu chestii de astea.
What do we do with these once we bought them and are using them?
So yeah, again, you want to hype up you want to check what's trending first off.
Okay.
And then you want to try and take some selfies with it, hype it up, and then you'll try and list it and see if anyone wants to buy it. Again, it's about being being a very influential fashion creator.
All right, so I'm gonna come
deci
out.
le-a
I think there's
cumpărat.
a great spot to take pictures out over here.
Oh yeah, you can show the mirror.
The ones we had created
Oh,
are
ce
over here
drăguț.
already.
Și apare în punge așa ea.
I can create a chat core. Look,
Sel, uite, deci poți să-l vinzi.
chat core. Which one did we choose?
You know, I do own a
Ce
weapon
drăguț, îmi
jacket,
place cum
so-
m-au pus cu punga aia.
There you go.
Mamă, dar cât
You know,
asta,
that
câte
it's the
kilograme are
yellow
mămică?
shoes, I
13
think, that really
kg.
make it pop. Like if
Yeah.
they were just regular trainers, I don't know if it would do it for me. The fact that I got those bright yellow shoes.
Prom
I think
curent,
actually, I
ia
like
uite asta,
that.
ci că va fi ținuta de prom.
Yeah, so did it actually? Did my clout actually help here?
Deci dacă ai mai mulți followers, va fi mult mai ușor să vinzi pe trendy
Believe me, it's a lot easier
ținuta.
if you had that. But
Oh, it's a weird.
so let's look at the latest trends up first.
Yeah.
So let's see what's trending.
Let's see. Low is down, street high, so it's like basics is average. So we brought this over. Yeah, I'm wearing streetwear
Sell,
looks
yeah.
right now.
So I'm going to sell this on Trendy. This is going to go up. What do you want to sell for?
Well, it's like profits.
Similar
like
fit or
155.
selling for.
Yeah. Well, you're really popular. You can aim for the stars.
There's 34 followers.
Yeah.
Really good
Yeah.
value.
34 followers. I don't know if I want to try and develop too much. Also, you can see what other sims are selling as well.
Yeah. I think our voices are cutting out a little, so I'll talk a little
Da,
bit
îmi place
slower.
foarte mult. Foarte frumos.
Just letting you know that as soon as you set it up,
58 de
you
like-uri,
will see
bun,
that this is
mulțumesc
now on
mult.
sale. And as time goes on, you'll see if anyone's going to make an offer and if you have to mail that out to them. But we're going to go look and see what other outfits are for sale.
Yeah.
All right.
Aha,
we got
ia.
Campfire chic.
Deci aici, uite, erau mai multe ținute care sunt puse la
I'm
vânzare.
always buy from Vampires.
Buy.
I think they just have good style.
That's a good.
A, dar nici măcar nu ți arată cum arată de fapt. Nu știi ce cumperi?
I'm very curious about
Find that outfit.
Yeah.
Lilith is really posting. She's getting into this. Ooh, Jeb.
Și la în
Jeb
56
is-
de minute se
if you
schimbă
know
din
Jeb-
nou asta de
Jeb's
aici.
fashion. We'll just buy. Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
Dar ciudat că nu poți să le vezi.
All right. So let's see what Fuzz Days was.
It's the Belgian.
Where, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got for me, Bella? You know? You know?
It's out there.
Oh, zici că e Conchita.
I would wear that. Bella.
I want to see what Lilith.
Ben.
Come on, Lilith. What do you got?
You know, that's cute too.
I feel like this is trending dark academia.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it. So I would like to
Not typically what I would think from Lilith, but maybe she's expanding.
These vampire. What do you mean? Dark Theme is like the vampire style.
Ooh, I like that.
Is this by Chad?
Yeah, this is by Jeb.
That's pretty bold.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised.
Jeb is all of this.
Live your life.
I'm totally gonna resell.
Are you gonna resell this?
I'm gonna resell Lilith's
Ia uitați
outfit,
cât
though.
simți
I'm not
și
gonna
în
keep
partea
that.
aia pe acolo în colț.
Here, no one likes your outfit, Lilith.
50.
See you. See you. Love question chat to see specific outfits. I know we have quite the time to go through all.
There's a lot of outfits. We'll let people go through it, and they change out all the time and stuff. Just like the outfits in here change and what you can build. Like, so you want to go back and see what's there. Hopefully we can sell some of these. All right, and you'll start seeing them show up. Oh, it looks like people are already prepping, getting ready for.
Ia uite,
Did you
fashion
choose prom
enthusiast.
outfits? You already set up your sim with the prom outfit,
Yeah,
right? I will hope mine did.
Of course I set up for more. Look at me.
Ăștia știu că au toți prom night-ul și ia uite ce coadă e pe
Really
acolo.
quickly look at this neighborhood, and they close this so people can actually see this. So there's a lot of fun stuff to do in Trendy down there. You can always do Trendy at home, buy outfits, so you don't have to be at that store. The store is where you go to like buy the secondhand clothes to participate in that circular faction and bring it back, right? All right, sorry.
Also, apologies, our mics are cutting out. I'm not quite sure what's going on back in here.
Yeah. You know what? I think school's done. You want to get people and let's go to the pier.
Yeah.
And it's typically an after party, but let's go see what's
I think
in
we
there.
have enough time to probably hit the pier.
Ia că îi duce aici în centru.
And then maybe finish out with some build myself.
Yeah. Look, we'll bring Molly. Bring me. Who else want to bring? Molly is who you're going with. I forgot, right? Yeah. We'll go.
Yeah, no, I'm going to Molly and you're going with Cassandra.
Okay. So we'll talk a little bit about these pier attractions, which we're all really excited about because, again, this is the place where we think that you're going to have lots of fun dates. You're going to have a lot of fun teenage stories that go on there. We were influenced. We talked earlier about being influenced by a lot of different TV shows and movies. It feels that, you know, in CW dramas, in Disney dramas and stuff like that, you often get the pier scenes. People going to Santa Monica Pier, people going to stuff like this, right? You know?
Yeah, I think I was watching Bella talking about the trailer, and she mentioned that like there's like a carnival or fair in like every single teen coming age drama.
Hai mă, veniți să vedem aici odată în parculețul vieții.
So we have
Casa Groazei.
I forgot this is I think the grave.
A intrat și Mirela, bună seara. Mirela, nu uita să lași un like.
And we've got the silver spinner. Now, when you show up here, you can. Yes, correct.
Ia uite Casa Dragostei, nu pot să cred.
You can talk about
Casa îndrăgostiților sau cum naiba o fi aia.
Right?
Yeah, you can go in them with your friends or ride them alone.
Sau cu un prieten.
The cuddle carts are you take romantic rides with, and you can potentially maybe catch some feels or have your first kiss.
Nu cred, deci asta nu e cu romantism, uite, nu poate să intre înăuntru în ăla. Șmecher, foarte șmecher.
But she will go over here on silver spinner with me.
Yeah, like I think for the first time in a while, you're actually
foarte tare.
Relationships. I think that adds some really interesting emergent storylines that you actually be able to play with here. I think that's really important for us to be able to come with authentic stories here.
Yeah, and I know people are going to ask, they're like, "Oh, I can't see them in there." These are very much like you
Hi,
go and you participate in. You get
welcome to my channel.
Cards, but you're not going to like be looking at woohoo through those windows.
Păcat, dar
we have much more explosive woohoo results.
Don't say it like that, George.
So there's an awesome boba tea out here, which I love.
E drăguț că au peste tot de-astea de să-ți iei tot felul de... Ia uite, înghețată, pe cornet.
Isn't this gorgeous? Like, it just feels like Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk or something.
Yeah, no, it's very charming. Like, this whole town's just so charming.
What I will like to hint at.
Drăguț așa, ce pot să zic, că chiar e, na.
Is when the lights are on, this is great.
Da, aici e exact cum e pe la joburile din care nu sunt în get work, nu știu ce se întâmplă înăuntru, doar îi lasă să intre acolo.
Yeah, so I think aesthetically what we're going for is something out of like say a John Hales film or a Stephen King novel where like it's a charming, sleepy town that's about to be rocked to its core.
Ia uite ce drăguț au pornit luminile. Ia uite și la telefon s-a schimbat aplicația aici, drăguț. E super scary rated.
Scarier because you're not as quite used to the world, so we're trying to capture that vibe here.
I call this out because Malcolm, he does this regularly. He's actually asking me, not a date, he just wants me to sneak out through the window to get an R-rated movie.
Sounds like there's some intent in that request.
To be, Malcolm's been after me for a while.
Yeah, so popular, George. You know, you went to like 9 proms, so.
Nice. Yeah, okay, so we'll do this a little quick. And anything else we want to talk about here? We will... I'm worried about cheating people for woohoo that are us before we go to prom. You know what? We'll just create some sims.
Yeah.
We'll show off woohoo. We're going to do massive dev cheats here.
E super că putem lua înghețată...
Let's do adults.
Oh, you're just gonna make 2 entirely enough. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Păi ce faci, bă? Ia uite, folosiți cheat-urile? Hei! Ia-te la el ce folosesc ăștia cheat-urile!
Have some fun on the go.
Băi, ce hoț! Pe ce dată se lansează? Pe 23 iulie, pentru cei care vor face precomandă, iar cei care nu vor face precomandă pe 8 septembrie. Ia uite ce trece asta aici. Ia uite ce se pricepe la cheating. Sei, naiba!
Where do you want a woohoo? Silver spinner?
Ia, hai să vedem. Perschis. Deci nu s-a putut pupa, mă, dacă este... Sau s-a putut... Ca tine au putut să se pupe? Ia uite.
See a lot of talk about shows. What shows did you watch for research on this?
Ba, ăștia sunt teen, nu?
I like Riverdale, it's super crazy, cheesy.
Deci poate să facă ia fiți atenți.
I just like, to be fair, like, it's like a guilty habit, a lot of those CW shows.
Ia că să pupă acolo, hai.
That one's intense.
Oh, you
would
love
love
it.
it.
I love
Ia
it.
că a intrat.
I stand
Da,
for
o
it,
sări
but,
casa în sus acum, ia.
Oh, yeah. So I watch a lot of movies. I love Booksmart. I loved it before that. There was this awesome.
Ia
one
uite-te,
on
bre.
Amazon Prime that was like
Fac,
a-
ia uite-te la
telling
cică
a-
ochii cum fac aici. Nu pot să cred.
Oh, I don't I've seen that
Și
one.
inimioare, ia uite, prin toate astea.
Sorry.
Judgmental.
But I love
Judgmental.
about this, and you'll notice
Nu
as they
cred.
travel down
Băi,
the tracks,
ce-
you'll see the woohoo moving with them. And
Și
then
sus, ia uitați pe aici. Iu,
people-
iu.
so-
Yeah, a lot of our research was certainly shows, but we also
Ce
spent a lot of time
drăguț.
talking to actual teams. Like we ran interviews with folks that are actually living through high school right now and to talk about what's important with them.
Foarte drăguț, îmi place.
All right, we're both going to go over here. We're going to do another woohoo, and then we're going to go home and we're just going to get to prom real quick.
Hai, prom, mămica, hai să vedem prom night-ul.
Always on the
Eu
clock.
știam că în septembrie o să adauge acele 3 obiecte din trailer, iar expansiunea se bagă acum. Da?
I usually take time.
Eu, din ce am înțeles, este că dacă cumperi la precomandă, primești obiectele respective.
All right.
This is how you get banned from the pier, by the way.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yes. If you get caught woohooing on any of these rides, you can get banned for multiple days.
Yeah, I would be careful.
Oricum ce e de reținut, eu pe 23 sigur îl joc. Dacă puteți să luați și voi.
Here, we'll actually see it. So if you're banned and you try to go to it, it's like, yep, you've been banned from this
Nu
ride.
cred.
That's the only ride you're banned from.
Deci abanatul nu poate să mai intre acolo.
Let's see how
I
this goes.
apologize for ripping this wrapper off, but I need
A
to
lot
try
of
to
social
find
bunny worthy
It's
things
so
happen. Nu
They have the
cred!
crinkliest plastic.
Ia uite și Nara. Da, ați văzut că au postat pe social media că s-a întâmplat lucruri ciudate cu Jessica. Au prins-o ăștia în flagrant.
Also, if you didn't notice, there's Womp Womp. He's hanging on eating on the sign.
Oricum șmecher rău de tot, n-am ce cuvinte să mai zic.
All right.
Cred că este și printre cele mai lungi live stream-uri ale lor, de când fac prezentările la gameplay, reaction-urile astea.
Oh,
N-au mai avut până acum un live stream așa de lung. Deja aproape 2 ore. N-au stat 2 ore, nici la wedding,
Yeah,
la...
if you never had a bubble tea before, the iconic part of it is stabbing thing.
Chiar o să mă
Except for
uit
this
să văd
straw, it's
dacă au
extremely
durat,
flimsy,
dacă au
and
stat
that
atât
just
de
bounced
mult.
right off.
yeah, you have to crank it. You have to stretch it out.
There we go. There we go. Got it.
Foarte tare. Ia bă, dar ce beau ăia acolo? Aș fi băut și eu niște de la eu am rămas cu Coca-Cola amărâtă.
George, best producer.
Auzi, Alex, cum văd, live are o oră și 46 de minute deja.
Da. Deci aproape 2 ore. Oare le-ar putea... cred că da, adică din punctul meu de vedere mie îmi place mai mult decât Cottage Living la ce am văzut eu acum în prezentarea asta.
Sarah, don't.
No, I see how it is. It's fine.
You're actually my favorite producer. Don't tell George.
Da, da, vorbești prea încet, nu te auzim. Și urmează noaptea promului, adică, bine, în următoarea zi.
You wanna talk about the thing?
No, we'll do that.
Okay.
What a day of work. Ce work, mă, mâncați așa? Unde a lucrat aia de a primi banii aia?
I'd kill him, but then it would make everybody sad before prom.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit extreme, don't you think?
It is.
Ales pe părerea mea, acest campback merită banii.
Da, clar.
I should kill some.
Clar, 100%.
They can just go on a long walk and never come
Deci dacă vreți să luați, puteți să luați mai ieftin cu vreo 10 euro aproximativ de pe Eneba sau puteți să luați direct de pe Origin, e 40 de euro. Sau așteptați până în luna viitoare când îl pun eu la bătaie pe Singaway. Da, Delia, da. Dar oricum rămâne pe stream, poți să te uiți de la început.
Eu o să ne aștept să se lanseze în septembrie, ca să fie și... Nu mă spun.
She was smited by powers beyond her control.
Da, dar vezi că oricum poți... Ia uite ce păr are ăsta, ce dita mai gazonul ce are pe piept.
No, we have a ghost too. It's all good.
Ce raiba aia acolo?
So there's a couple new deaths we added because a lot of people were asked about deaths. Things go very wrong. Very wrong when you try and prank someone.
Da, oricum e foarte tare. 60 de like-uri, mulțumesc mult, dragilor. Ia uite, mă, că a făcut 60 de like-uri. Bine, suntem și de 2 ore pe stream. Aproape.
And ooh, it's scary, but if things go very wrong with that one, someone might actually show up and scare you.
Nu momentan, Delia. Eu nu, deci eu v-am mai zis, Sims 5 nu cred că va fi lansat mai devreme de 2024. 2025 poate. Au omorât-o cu cheat. Ată-i naiba, hoțomanii. Ca să se ducă la prom night, supărata, mărâta.
Oh, Laura King would like to buy coffee shop.
Question, socialize, it's always fun.
King's me. No, I'll be a friend.
He's nice.
He needs some sort of friend. Oh yeah, okay. So let me do this one?
Yeah,
coffee shop. Yeah, okay. Ship to buyer.
No AM.
And yeah,
shipping prices. Okay. Enjoy your last moments in front of the fields of lavender.
Oh no.
Oh wait, and she's probably pining. Oh wait, she's angry at me for some reason.
Oh, maybe it's because you killed her.
Oh no, we were cooking together. Okay. This is a very picturesque place to say goodbye to the world.
This is getting very dark, George. Just get it over with.
So typically, urban myth in the death is like a two-person thing. You have to look in the mirror together, and you get scared to death.
That's crumple blossom.
Deci a făcut ultima poză.
Who's gonna find that body?
Înainte de prom night. E gen Queen Drama or something, ceva de genul. Vai, deci nu pot să cred așa ceva. Dacă știți că la americani, că s-a stricat boxa. La americani e o chestie să existe treburi de astea. Speedy, salut, bine venit!
Tip, you'll have to be super careful with that urban myth, because sometimes it ends up a fun prank, but other times it ends up in
Ia uzi, deci miturile urbane trebuie să avem grijă cu ele, pentru că de multe ori pot fi adevărate.
A couple times, so
maybe we'll try an urban myth when we're at prom, because at least then.
Mamă, deci o să fie un prom dintre ăla.
Yeah, that's how you become like a lead producer. You do what it takes.
Asta e foarte comică cu ochelari din live stream.
All right, I'm just quick freshen up. That's how you work on your career.
Poate ori juca naiba mai mulți youtuberi expansiunea asta și mai crește și pe România ratingul la Sims.
I love this animation. Like it just.
Acum lasă pe speed up ca să vină mai repede seara de prom night. Dar oare la cât timp e prom night-ul ăsta? Că bănuiesc că trebuie să treacă un an ca să fie prom night-ul. Chiar sunt curios de cum au gândit chestia asta. S-au auzit, dar nu am fost eu atent. Cine e ăsta, mă, Quentin Squartz ăsta?
Alright, yeah, we definitely wanted prom to be more than just a end of the week event where you go there. We wanted there to be a build up. That's where you go, you set up with your friends.
Dar ce așa pare cam ciudățel ăsta.
You know, all my friends, they're coming over to hang out and like get ready for prom. Everyone's talking about their experiences. Maybe practice dancing.
Deci vin toți înainte de prom night, foarte tare.
No, there's so many people to meet.
Yeah.
Wow, we were just having a party in your room.
Yeah.
I missed it. Where was I? I think they're all going off to prom. I was going to ask about prom tips.
No, life goes quick.
No, that's
yeah, okay. They're going. I shouldn't have left it on speed 3. Okay, we're about to leave in an hour. Is your date coming over? Oh no, that's
concerned. That's Bella.
It's Bella. Oh, she.
Ia-o-to și pe Bella.
What I've been doing on social media.
Hai, prom night. Hai să vedem. Moment important.
I really love that I added a flirty.
Hai bă, duceți-vă odată la prom night. Poate lipsiți acum de la prom night să vezi râsul lumii.
Yeah. I can do it on anybody. Keep it. Let's see. Oh no, we're gonna prom. We can't do this. Trust me.
Gata, prom nighting. Hai să vedem.
All right. Okay, here we go. So again, prom is fully customizable in the same way that the high school is. You can rebuild on it. If you want to make
deci uitați, deci promul poate fi customizat, poate fi în
loc. You can change the decorations completely. If you want to make it a giant greenhouse, put fish inside of it and say it's an under the sea dance, that's all up to you.
Wow!
Yeah, you can. This is. We're trying to give you as many customized as possible.
Hai să vedem. Uite, ăsta, spre exemplu, nu-mi place, care l-a apucat sportivitățile pe aici.
You did buy it. Okay. Well,
ia uite ce de lucruri fotoboot au pe partea asta. Aha, deci camera este pentru prom night de lângă liceu. Ia uite, vote for prom royalty, nu cred. Și boxa nouă, ia uita ce boxa avem aici.
So I really want to show off the, can you can't sweetheart dance with her, can you? Yeah, you can. Let's do it. You're here as friends, you're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
I like the sweetheart dance, we're gonna do it.
Sweetheart dancing, ia să vedem. Îmi place așa, chiar e drăguț.
So, proms are event, and you can actually get scored on how well you do here, or can you score? As you complete these,
Hai, nu dați în bară fix la prom night acum, că mie la asta mi-era frică. Ia uite-te bre ce dans.
I love this part. Listening to. I should have chosen this.
This is very much what I think of as traditional prom dancing, where it's two people who don't really know how to dance.
Da.
Holding each other at arm's length, waddling in a circle.
There's food out.
Ia uite, dar ce e ăsta? Ăsta e ăla de vote, nu cred. Ce șmecher.
Are we gonna stop the ballot here?
O să măsluim voturile aici. Și vine, cred că, doamna directoare și dă prom night-ul. A, și-s două locuri, adică se pot vota pe două părți, ce mișto. Ia uite, use photo booth.
And then there's people in there.
Show off outfit. Uite pe doamna directoare, a intrat și ea la photobooth.
I feel so bad.
She's still making up for what she did in those trailers.
Yeah. Molly, girl, you'll move out eventually.
Mă, că pare destul de entertaining aici ăștia, adică n-au plecat, nu s-au împrăștiat. Mâncare, ia uite aici ce dă pui pe masă. Să tot să mănânci. Molly.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Ia să vedem.
You're such a chancer.
She's gonna get angry at me.
Yeah.
So we've got about 7 minutes left, I think.
I love the music. Sorry, I'm listening to music in the background. A lot of fun stuff.
Our audio is definitely so bad.
Well, I'm gonna sort of speed through prom a little bit. We'll do some dancing, and then we're gonna go home. I'm not gonna do a lot of this. Oh, here we go.
Ia că să anunță ceremonia.
She was checking with her mom and be like, hey, make me prom queen.
Doamna directoare.
I mean, that's some nepotism. Hopefully not. We'll see.
Hai că acum e un moment important. Uite că s-au adunat toți aici. E ok. Bă, nu mai da pe speed-a.
A lot of things happened today to Jessica. Yeah, relatable. True story. Sad.
Ia, ce drăguț.
Who's the king? Who's the queen? Oh, it is Sydney. It is Jessica.
Uite mă că a mers, nu cred.
Yeah.
I-a pus coroana. Șmecher rău de tot.
Oh, that's nice.
Da. Cred că sunt fan pui ăștia. Da, deci a funcționat prom night-ul. Mă așteptam să-i cheme și să nu mai vină acolo. Da. Prom, ia uite-te ce after party! Yes, with friends!
Okay, I'm not thinking.
Unfortunately, we've got to do some things.
Pe ce faci, bă, de ce n-ai dat ca să vedem și noi?
We just want to go through some build buy stuff. Here. Oh, they cleaned that prom up fast. We'll see if we missed any questions you want to talk about. I think someone had a quick question about, hey,
bine, cred că te duci cu ei acasă sau ceva.
Puberty for this time. Yeah.
Da, cred că au 2 ore la dispoziție și acum grăbesc lucrurile, mă gândesc. Băi, dar ce tare! Și asta a câștigat și rămâne cu coroana, cred că ceva, eu știu.
Going through a number of this. I love
the fact that we ia uite ce tare poți să iei alea de acolo.
Add the clothes on these here.
Yeah, I find that
change out a bunch of
Ce spui?
Why is my dad on my computer?
Iau de lucrat la joc,
Andy's online giving my audio back to my ear. Oh, yeah, in Spring Sims, I was very curious about
ia uite încă un computer golden, ultra wide.
Nice, yeah.
Or yellow, whatever you want to say. It's in there. These are some of the cool try-hard LED lights that come if you.
Dacă n-au arătat build mode-ul.
LED speaker.
Where is? Oh, there it goes. All right, here we go. But I guess as I go through this, I'm just going to start showing you guys some variants. I'm going to start building some stuff, and while I do that, maybe Jessica, if you want to bring up any other questions we're going to do, I'm going to nuke this. Let's watch.
Are you guys going to bulldoze a whole lot?
Watch us bulldoze.
Deci asta că n-au arătat cei
de. I'm just going to show some cool stuff as we talk about anything that we might have missed.
So I think crushes was the thing that came up. Crushes are being added. That is a thing. It's a type of sentiment, and it's
Bă, dar de ce nu face naiba zi ca să se vadă mai clar?
And possibly some adults, you know. I won't say I'm a mere crush.
Ce anume?
I think Andy's just gonna bang out.
Nu te-am înțeles.
In my ear.
Erau acolo? Mă, eu nu știu, deci că mă uit în străchi, naiba.
Sarah did the window. I want to talk about a little about the window and how that happens.
Asta e că eu încercam să dau înapoi, dar de fapt nu merge să dai înapoi.
So, periodically your sim will get a call asking you to go to
Mamă, cât am mai pătulul mâncați așa.
like sneaking out to a movie, sneaking to a college party. You can ask.
Îți drăguțe obiectele de de build.
If they say yes, you can go to the event normally. If not,
erau acolo, i-am văzut. Păi e șmecher atunci.
Era pe linia a doua, deci cum a ales el acolo să facă pătratul, imediat de desubt erau așa rotunde.
Dați înapoi la live-ul tău, am văzut că erau.
Da? Șmecher. Da, am văzut și eu. Hai, bine, foarte bine că ați văzut voi. Că eu zici că mă uit la altceva în loc de... Dar mă uitam la obiecte, nici de cum la chestia aia. Șmecher. În sfârșit poți să faci și tu un turnuleț ca omul.
Obiectele arată șmecher rău de tot obiectele.
We'll get to that later. Oh, I love some of these couches. These couches throw blankets and the pillows.
Scaune de game, că nu prea erau așa multe.
Ba este unul adăugat. Un scaun de gaming. E drăguț și ăla, am mai făcut eu build-uri cu el. Da.
Este, dar doar unul. Asta era naspă, zi.
Sorry, Andy, I was totally blanking on build mode and I forgot the whole question.
Mă, câte obiecte avem.
Păi da, la expansiune oricum sunt multe obiecte adăugate. Ce tastă trebuie să apăs ca să modific culoarea, ca să nu dau eu click pe... Știe cineva care e tasta? Să fac switch-ul de culori? Foarte drăguț.
As teenager, it's like you don't just buy a desk and a matching bed and a matching dresser. At least.
Ia uite ce mișto e birou asta.
Hey, I need a new bed. I'll get this bed. It probably doesn't really match my closet, but you know, like you figure it out. And
mamă, câte birouri.
Look, right, as a teenager.
Asta e de gaming, ia uite.
I love all the pro games. Really.
But these, you know, the ones that you can.
A, și astea pot fi. Astea sunt, ia uite, să pui unul peste altul. E din Home Decorator. Să le unești cumva. Ceasă cu mămică. Uite și barul ăla. Ia uite.
Well, okay. Really quickly, I'm scanning through this so people can see. I think this is about it, right? You know.
Bună, Elena, bine venit. Uite, ne uităm și noi la expansiunea asta nouă. Tu ce faci?
Okay, we'll get to it. Here we go. Someone had asked, and I see this happen a lot. Let me bulldoze this slot. Here we go. Bulldoze.
Hai, mai arată-mă o dată să fiu atent acum. Ia. Unde e noi, băie? Da.
There's added the ability to add curved walls or curved rooms to be exact.
Oh, ia uite-te, da. Dar sunt chestii predefinite.
This is also coming to everyone as well. And you could do a lot of fun things. So like say, here we go. I like doing this.
Dar contează măcar că le-au băgat, uite, da. Ok. E perfect. În sfârșit a dat Domnul să le adauge, vai. Deci până la urmă era adevărat, deci există peretele ăsta curbat. Mamă, ce șmecher. Ia, hai să vedem. După 100 de ani avem și noi într-un final turnul în Sims. Ei, dar de ce se vede așa acolo? Nu prea îmi place cum se vede negru ăla. Parcă e prea așa, nu știu.
a lot of the decoration objects and doors and windows that you already have will work on this, even though they are straight and flat. Not all of them, because as you know, we have some really wide doors that like might stick out and look really
okay.
Instead, we've added the ability to filter down to the ones that aesthetically will work on large, which are this in the larger room I put down, and then on the smaller one, put that in there.
Deci sunt anumite uși care merg.
Comes out a little bit, but that works well. But if you want to know like what works on one of these walls, go ahead.
Da, Mirela, mă uit, da. Mă supără veterinarul pe așa. Aoleu, îmi pare rău.
You guys will be responsible. You guys will make it look good.
But there's a lot of decorations there. But we also added these really cool windows that are unique to this pack. So you see we got.
Deci sunt doar anumite geamuri și uși pe care le poți pune în peretele ăsta curbat.
What could that be about? So you notice most windows it's flat. So when you put it on here, so it sticks out. But these curved windows look flat, and then they curve.
Would you look at that?
It's so beautiful.
Șmecher, bă.
There are.
Ai, naiba cu creierii voștri, v-a luat 100 de ani.
Put their life into making this work very nice. We have modelers.
Deci că n-ar fi avut tehnologia necesară să facă chestiile astea.
Hope you like this. So.
Dar arată foarte bine.
We're being yelled at in our ears.
Da, va fi free update-ul cu pereții și cu telefonul.
Check out some of the great blogs we're out there, and we will call it at that.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. It's been an absolute pleasure finally be able to show you guys this. Please do reach out if there's questions, and there's going to be a lot of materials coming out over the next few days if you have more questions.
Cool.
All right.
Looks like we're off.
Bun, cred că cam asta a fost. Mamă, ați încremenit pe scaunele alea. Ia uite-te ce țenote, bă. Ia uite-l pe ăsta în pantaloni 3. Bă, mică. Ce naiba faci, bă, cu pantalonii aia? Da, deci cam asta a fost foarte interesant. Chiar vreau să-mi spuneți și voi o părere de cum vi s-a părut ceea ce ați văzut. Mie mi-a plăcut foarte mult și abia aștept să testez ceea ce am văzut aici. O să fac și un clip detaliat, cred că duminică va apărea clipul în care o să prezentăm așa în ansamblu tot ceea ce am văzut în această seară. Și chiar vreau să spuneți și voi părerea voastră, vă așteptăm și pe Discord, ați văzut acolo ne strângem mai mulți pe camera de voi și discutăm, ne și jucăm, ne uităm la filme. Chiar vă invit să intrați și voi, să nu vă fie rușine sau chestii de genul acesta. Așa că, dragii mei, ce pot să zic, cam atâta cu acest livestream. Vă mulțumesc tare mult încă o dată că ați stat alături de mine 2 ore. Deci chiar am stat ceva să ne uităm la asta și mă bucur tare mult. Așa că vă doresc o seară cât mai frumoasă și să ne auzim cu bine și data viitoare. V-am pupat, ceau, o seară bună, pa, pa!
You if we dance